Okay, we're rolling, HADI. Oh
Yo,
boy,
yo,
this
yo.
has been a whirlwind of a day. One guest, I blow through guests like candy corn. It's just everyone. It's either like, you know what? It makes me paranoid though because like I'm worried that one day I'm gonna double schedule and it's just gonna screw up somebody else's day.
Nah, I feel you. I feel
Yeah,
you.
but
Hey, it's good. It's good, you know. You keep him busy.
I guess
Uh,
so. It's something to
you have
do.
you have a client no matter what.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I mean, it's only for this week that I had people backed up or multiple guests lined up. Other weeks I don't because usually it's pretty set in stone. Um, the guest that was supposed to come on tonight will be coming on in the future, most likely. A little bit of a bummer that didn't happen, but roll with the punches. We got a great guest on tonight. We
yes,
figured it
yes,
out. You know,
yes,
we
yes.
got Hadi on.
What's
Not
good?
throwing a party. Can't
I'm
we
not
we
throwing a
we
party.
got
Not
we
yet.
gotta socially distance. We gotta follow the guidelines. We gotta
For now. For
for
now.
now for now you know unless you are a university campus student, who's just
That
going
that is
wild,
true. That is true.
they'll let you you can spit in their mouth and they'll apologize to you. It's
That's
just
that's how it is.
it's party season, man. Who cares? But for
Yeah,
like the
man.
vast majority of people, like they don't care.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people are like, you know what?
Just who
It's fake.
cares?
It's a hoax,
Yeah,
propaganda.
yeah.
Hey,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie. I was kind of like that in the beginning. I
yeah.
I
No,
did
I
honestly think it
get
was
that.
all
I get that
propaganda.
thought process. Well, in like January, February, wasn't there videos about like people having seizures and stuff like that, and like really serious, crazy stuff? Not to say that there isn't serious, crazy stuff going on now with it,
Yeah.
but it's just like very exaggerated,
Oh yeah.
crazy
Oh
like
yeah.
propaganda videos coming out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know Wuhan or whatnot, whatever,
I
wherever
remember
the
when they
cases
were
were coming from.
they were spreading this thing where it's like kids that are under the age of 5,
Hmm.
if they don't get treated for it, their skin starts to bubble. And that spread around Facebook for a couple weeks and then it just died down because people were like, "Yo, this is fake." They were like, "This can't be true."
No, it's just well, I had somebody tell me, and no disrespect to this person if you're listening right now, but they think COVID was completely fake. They think it's all fake, and the people that are just, dying in droves, it's something else going on, and there's like the inner workings of something more, devious, you could say, like
Yeah.
the grand master plan that exists somewhere. And then you question them on, and they're just like, I don't know. You're the crazy one. It's like, I can't, I got stuff to do. It's a Tuesday.
I did think it was either well, I never really thought it was like a hoax, but I did for the longest time think it was just like population control.
Hmm.
And then there was some people that like I know like personally that got affected by it, like in the
Yeah.
States. And I'm like, that's where I'm like kind of like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is just like something we're gonna have to live with. Like this isn't something that we can't that we can like push aside or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not population control in the sense where people are just like dropping like flies, but in terms of getting people to stay in line, then you can make
Yeah.
an argument that that's the population control. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. That's a tricky subject. And
Hey,
then, but
you
you
don't
gotta
know because
watch.
because
You
it
gotta
feels like
watch
it feels like
too.
there's what were you saying?
Sorry, you go.
It feels like there's like a lot of stuff that the government is like holding back. Like not
Yeah,
even just about this, but just like
like
everything in general.
UFOs, just anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, dolphins that can fly, some wild stuff, probably some
Yeah.
stuff that needs
Stuff
to be
that's like
declassified.
hidden deep in the sea. Like I feel like they know all of that stuff. They just don't wanna let us in on it.
I don't think it's like our local representatives that are just like, hey,
Yeah.
pick up
Yeah.
your dog's turds when it's not those guys. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like real power, true power is mysterious. You don't know what real power is.
For
You
sure.
you don't know who runs the show. You don't even
Yeah.
know their names. People like to think it's a couple of families that run the show, and there's all these old like conspiracies, real classic conspiracies. But I don't even buy that.
Yeah.
Maybe
I've been
maybe
I've
the
been
thing
actually
that.
like sitting in like I don't know. It was kind of like during like when I'm about to fall asleep and I
Mhm.
and I just can't. I just go to Facebook real quick and I look at a bunch of conspiracy theories. I don't know. It just gets me
Facebook's
gets
the
me gets
place.
me thinking.
Well, QAnon
Facebook,
just got banned
Facebook,
on Facebook.
Facebook, and Twitter, and Reddit sometimes. Reddit has like okay ones, but Facebook and Twitter they're crazy for those stuff.
Yeah, well, QAnon just got banned on Facebook, and that's everything. So that means also Instagram and stuff. So there goes a lot of like fun posts.
Yeah,
But I don't know. It'll come back in another form. It'll be like
for sure.
T Anon or something random.
Yeah, yeah,
There's always gonna be something. But people start to think that conspiracy theorists, that term is, interesting because it's used to automatically shut people down. But people think that term is like, or I don't even know where I was going with my point. I'm just saying conspiracies are wild. Let's all have fun.
yeah.
Let's just enjoy the moment. Bro, I'm a little bit rattled, not gonna lie. Things are
Nah,
wild today.
nah, don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah, but yeah.
Hey
But
man,
like
I'm glad I ended up uh getting on
coming on
this.
this week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like
you said you had a bio test or something.
I
Hopefully.
had my bio test. It was supposed to be yesterday, and then my teacher pushed it to today. And
Okay.
then I just did it. Well, not just. Well, I did it uh around 1 o'clock, like
Mhm.
1:30. So I'm like, all right. But I've been like studying so hard for that. Like it's a big test too. So I've just been that's what happens when you have like school mixed in with what you actually like want to be doing, like entrepreneurship. You have entrepreneurship in school, and it just like
Mhm.
can't really find a
No,
balance.
it drives me bonkers. Like
Yeah,
I don't. The main thing about school right now is I don't want to. Like, don't make me look like a moron in front of the class on purpose to prove a point. Number one. Number two. Like, don't waste time. And I don't mean like don't be an ass and challenge nonstop and just like throw content at your and homework at your students all the time.
yeah,
I just mean like don't futz for the sake of like empowering yourself or making or just for the sake of like hearing your own voice. Start a podcast if you want to hear your own voice. If you want to
exactly,
teach, then like get to the point. But I it just
exactly.
frustrates me deep, deep, deep to my core. And I guess you can resonate with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what's your like? I think this might be a little bit off topic, but what's your take on just like school and like in general?
I don't like it all that much. I don't know. Maybe you can get that vibe from me.
Uh,
Like I don't know.
uh, I don't know. I feel like there's
Like
not there's obviously okay. Don't get me wrong. There are options, but
mhm.
there's not enough options when it comes to school,
Yeah.
right?
Like
There's
you can go to the grocery store, there's like 20 different brands of bananas. There's
yeah,
different flavors of apples. I get that it's a fruit and it grows that way.
yeah,
But like with school, it's like there's one path in mind.
yeah. And the thing is like one teacher one teacher teaches every kid to look in the same direction,
Hmm.
right? And then when there's that off chance that one kid is looking in a different direction or wants to do something different, the teacher's like, "Nah, that's wrong." Right? That just stunts your creative abilities, you know? Because like when I studied music, if someone came up to me and they said, "No, what you're doing is wrong. You have to do this another way," I'm sure that I would have stopped making music, or my music would have sounded completely different.
You would have been
Right?
making like reggae music or something.
Yeah, I would I
Yeah.
would have I would have most likely just been like making what is now classified as SoundCloud rap.
Hmm.
Right?
Well, yeah, you got
That's
to
just what would have
evolve and
happened.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
The problem with school is that it hasn't evolved. It's not robust. You sit in a class and then you sit and you
Yeah.
sit and you sit and then you're like, oh, what did I do?
No, but I was seeing this video. It's like cars from 1990 and today are completely
Hmm.
different. Right? There's so many stuff like phones, for example, are completely different. Classrooms have been the same forever. Since
Hmm.
since school started, it's just been the same.
Yeah, industrial values and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's got to be a better way.
I feel
I
like
don't think I don't think
it's more just a job rather than a passion of teaching kids.
like you mean from teachers, like teachers actually teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to hear a conspiracy that I won't forget? I won't forget my talking point midway through my sentence, like I'm
Let me
Joe
hear
friggin'
this.
Biden or something. Nothing against Joe Biden. I don't really care about the election. I'm just whatever. You get the point. But I
Yeah.
think school is designed specifically to keep kids in line and churn out workers that are needed. Or else, if it was something robust and something like that, like I don't know if you would necessarily get everyone being engineers and highly productive people. Like you would get kids that just want to game the system and, eventually when they're older start like an OnlyFans or become TikTok famous. Like
Yeah.
you're just gonna have a lot of influencer kids. So yeah, there's a purpose to how it's all based in rigor. There
Mhm.
is a point to that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I have the same view on that. For me, it's more like, okay, you obviously have these things, like for example, you have dance, cosmetology, like these things that kids are like, oh, like this is something that I personally want to do, right? But at the same time, it's like that's I don't know how to explain it. It's like they're making kids have this false sense of them choosing what they're doing. But it's like, oh, you want to go into woodwork? Sure, go into woodwork. But guess what? You're gonna be a construction worker. We need construction workers,
Yeah,
right?
it's
But
not like
the kid's like,
create.
oh, I wanna do woodwork, right? It's like, okay, well, you want to do woodwork, sure, but we're gonna need you,
Yeah, now you're a
right?
construction worker. There's a greater sense of like the collective. Like
Yeah.
we live in a society, that classic cliche
Mhm.
meme at this point. But yeah, we do live in a world where you are needed, and sometimes you have to sacrifice your own individual passion to
Yeah.
fulfill a greater good. Like look at your parents,
Yeah.
or just look at people in general. Sometimes they just want to, probably, just tell their kids to F off, but they can't. They got to drive them to their extracurriculars,
Yeah.
push that down, and do what they got to do, and that's just kind of how it is. That's just the way we live our lives.
That's
We
the thing. Like when it comes to school, you won't see anything about entrepreneurship. The closest thing you'll see is business.
Well, I'm taking an entrepreneurship class right now. My teacher's great, very kind lady, very knowledgeable. Doesn't have to do with the teacher. This teacher
Yeah.
in this case is a very kind lady, very great teacher. But the curriculum is friggin' disastrous. It's
Yeah.
a friggin' train wreck of curriculum. It's absolutely bogus. You're learning about like different definitions of things like that. It's like that's
Yeah.
great. You're halfway through the course and you don't know a thing about how to. First of all, finance should be a major part of an entrepreneurship course.
For
Not
sure.
about learning definitions. You'll pick that up on the way. That's a part of the journey. That's a part of the ups and downs of what is starting a business. What about
Yeah.
finance? Taxes. Do you know how to file for taxes?
Bro, I didn't even know that. Well, like I barely even knew that like copyright and all that was a thing
Yeah.
until like when I started. Like,
Yeah, we did learn about copyright laws though, which is
yeah.
is good. And like
But what I'm saying is like if they paid as much attention to entrepreneurship as they did to, for example, English, I'm pretty sure there would be like a huge spike in kids that want to be entrepreneurs. There'd be a
or
huge spike.
and if you really think about it, then in that case, wouldn't we have a thriving economy? But also another conspiracy. Think about it. Small businesses is just getting friggin' crushed right now. They're getting absolutely obliterated,
Oh yeah.
just absolutely crushed, right?
Mhm.
So I don't think there's an interest in cultivating small business anymore. I don't think that's the goal.
Nah, I mean,
I don't think the
you're
government's
right.
like, you know what? We see these
Nah.
group of grade threes, bright, passionate, creative young kids.
Yeah.
Let's mold these kids into really productive members of society. No, they want people to friggin' submit, take the money we give you, shut your mouth,
Yeah.
go on Instagram, go rant with Susie about politics when it's all
Yeah.
theater. Like that's the grand plan in
Yeah.
my in
Yeah. For
the
sure.
way I see it.
For
I don't
sure.
know. Call me crazy. I won't respond. It's just
Yeah. No, I feel you.
but the entrepreneurship curriculum is just not what it should be. I don't
There's
know what to like.
not enough attention.
First of all, finance. Kids don't know the first thing about finance, and then when they introduce financial planning, it's horrific. It's and like I don't know if I have any solutions for it, and I don't even know if that's my job. But I like to complain, so here I go.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what
Yeah.
it
I
is.
feel you. I feel you.
No, it's just
Damn, man. Yeah.
it's
Like,
laughable.
I don't know. I feel like school only helps you get so far. Unless you obviously like want to be going to school for something. Like let's just say you want to go into medical or something. Like I
Yeah,
understand. I
definitely. We don't
understand. That's
want
that's your passion, right?
we don't
I'm not
want
saying I'm
like
not saying
McDonald's
everyone drop
University
out of school
doctor.
and yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
exactly. I'm not saying everyone drop out of school and go work at
But
McDonald's
it's
for the rest
it's
of their life.
hilarious that you have to like justify that point, like people, because
Yeah.
that's just the way it is nowadays. You just gotta
Yeah.
be like,
No,
this is not what I mean. Don't put words
yeah.
in my mouth.
That's also like something big about social media, like that like I've been personally experiencing recently. It's like you say one thing, and if one person interprets it the wrong way, every single person will. Like they will tell every single person that no, this actually means this instead of this. And it's,
Yeah.
you know what, it messes with your head, you know?
Yeah, like I don't want people to push their narratives on me. Stop. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what everyone's got a political opinion. I don't care. Shut up.
Bro,
Nobody
I
cares.
honestly, I just watched the debate just to sit back and like laugh.
Yeah, it's
I was
sport. It's
laughing.
entertainment for most people
So,
because it's the destruction of a friggin' empire. That's what's going on right now. Are you cutting out?
I think
Uh
I
oh.
might be.
Oh
Oh,
wait, you're good.
I'm
Tremendous.
good?
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
but it's like it's the fall of a friggin' empire and it's entertainment. Nobody cares about your friggin' opinions.
Yeah.
There's a level of permanence with government and everything in general where no amount of political opinions and signs are going to do anything. Is that irresponsible for me to say? Maybe. But just because you go friggin' blow up a target doesn't mean like the elites are like, I guess we're going to help these guys. Like
Yeah.
it's not what's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like as much as they say that there's not much corruption in like politics in the US,
Who says that? People say there's no corruption?
actually, you think there's corruption?
Yes. Yes,
The whole
it's
the whole
blatant.
thing, it's all corrupt.
There's
Like the
corruption at
whole
every
thing.
friggin' turn and on both sides. Let's
No,
get
but
this
they
clear
they
here.
try they try and like they try and play it off like there isn't anything.
But there
You know
is.
what I mean?
There's
There is,
something.
there
They're
is.
like,
Look,
we're just here to help
okay,
our.
Donald Trump got impeached. Okay.
Yeah.
He threatened World War III, which now made him the president once again and canceled his impeachment.
Is that what happened? I'm not too
Yeah.
sure about
Yeah.
that.
Some
I,
it was basically something like that. He
okay.
threatened the yeah.
You want like a factual. I'm not saying what you said isn't factual. I'm just like not
Yeah.
100% sure. This
Yeah.
I'm like 99.9% sure of.
Yeah.
This happened. You know how you have the Democrat Nancy Pelosi. She's the
Yeah.
Speaker of the House, head most powerful woman in U.S. politics. She's
Yeah.
80 years old, a fossil, could be third in line, which is another absurd thing. But anyways, she goes on television all the time bashing Trump. She hasn't talked to Trump. She said she hasn't spoken to Trump in person since January. She pretends like Trump is the enemy. Trump puts forward a bill to add $700 billion in funding to the military. Like that, it gets passed. So it's all bullshit theater, dude.
Yeah. That's
It's
what it is.
all
That's all it is.
seven
And I
hundred
don't
billion
know.
dollars.
I feel
People
like
can't get near operations. That's great. You just purchased a bunch of missiles for friggin' military contract. Like,
yeah.
keep on turning that war machine, and everyone shuts up.
I don't know, man. I don't, that's why like even Canada, like Canada's not it's not innocent. You know what
No,
I mean? Even
$14 billion Saudi weapons deal.
yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like there's really anywhere that you can live where you'll know the full truth.
no.
Unless you end up getting up there and you end up
Unless,
being a president or something like that.
yeah, that's weird, man. Because
Yeah.
you can't just go into a position of power like that. You're morally compromised at that point. You
Yeah.
know some things, you've lied about some things, you've
Oh
covered for
yeah.
people, or even like how politics works. It's like if you don't, or at least in the U.S. or even in Canada, if you don't support something that the head honcho does, they're gonna put somebody up right up. No, they're not gonna kill you, but they'll put another candidate.
There's a lot of accusations of people that didn't agree with Trump. He ended up killing them. He ended up just offing them and letting their opinion go to the side. There's
I
there's
don't know
like
if
there's
that's
you like I don't know, man.
I don't know if that's verifiably
There's
true
some of
though.
these. It probably not. I don't know.
I
I have
don't
to go
think
back to the
anyone's
article.
been. I don't think there's anyone that's been killed, and I'm not defending Trump. That's just
Yeah, yeah,
like they go after him for like if he like bumps into somebody, they'll
yeah.
go after him. So
But
I feel
I
like
have
if
I have a
somebody got
question though. I have
yeah,
a question though. If Donald Trump did kill somebody, let's just say, do you think anyone would know about it? Not him physically.
I
Not him
think if there
physically. He arranged for someone to get killed.
I think if somebody was saying something or like somebody was going against the grain,
Yeah,
you probably wouldn't know. Let's be real here. You
yeah,
probably wouldn't know, but I feel like in terms of stuff you can prove, there's
yeah.
already been people that are silenced. Julian Assange got silenced, Edward Snowden,
Hmm.
Chelsea Manning, all these people who leaked stuff, they're
Yeah.
just not there. So I don't know. I feel like in politics that just exists everywhere. Bro,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this when you're in LA or you're doing something right now. Breaking news: Hadi says a clip from his old past. Hadi says
Yeah.
Trump is going after people. What's going on? Like,
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna get
yeah,
shut down as soon as I walk into
yeah,
LA.
yeah. But
Yeah.
why would you
They'll
want to
give me
walk into LA? You're gonna be like,
helicopters above my head.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna be
isn't LA like on fire right now?
LA. No, no, LA's a dump though. Like, LA's taxes or California in general is a bankrupt. They're in a deficit right now. They're bankrupt. There's like a major homelessness problem, like a
Yeah.
very like one of the worst in North America, maybe the world. They
Yeah.
have a really bad homelessness problem. Taxes are ridiculous. People are leaving in droves. The air quality sucks, but it's like you can get a nice
Yeah.
brunch. So
You can get a nice brunch, maybe some Louis Vuitton shoes.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
go to Joshua Tree Park, look up at the sky,
Yeah.
have a good time. But yeah, like I don't even know if LA is that coveted of a place anymore.
I don't know. I don't know. Because
That's just kind of the spot though.
I don't think there'll ever be another Hollywood.
Maybe.
There'll never be anything. I don't know. There might be. Don't get me wrong. There might end up being another like equivalent to Hollywood. You know what I mean?
People would have to come together and say, you know what, this is our spot.
Yeah.
Like that goes to like ominous power stuff. There's a reason that like there's an infrastructure set in Hollywood.
Hmm.
That's why they're there.
Yeah.
Like if they like even but here's the thing, like Hollywood is a brand. It's not so much like
Yeah.
a melting pot of creatives. It's a brand. So that's why people are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Movies are filming in Georgia for like very cheap because like there's barely any taxes. But
Yeah.
they always go back to Hollywood for like the pomp and circumstance, the award show because the brand is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
That's
don't
what I'm
know.
saying. I don't think there'll ever be like a rebranding almost. Like
Yeah, it'll
there'll
just be
never be.
Hollywood too.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll just
But
move
I
it
feel like
over.
even that won't even it won't get as big as Hollywood is. Hollywood has been like implanted in the industry for a
Yeah,
long time.
it's well, yeah, like I said, there's an infrastructure that's set there and it
Yeah.
exists there for a reason.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people aren't going to be like, you know what, let's move to Burlington, Vermont. And that's going to be like that just won't happen.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's a set infrastructure there, but people are leaving. And the irony is like the same things that these people voted for in like what caused the problems, they go there. We're like, we're just going
Yeah.
to do the same thing. People don't care. Like
Yeah.
people are just
Yeah.
like out. They live in the moment. We are momentary beings. Like we're not looking to 20 years in the future. Even with climate
Yeah.
change, like people are like, I care about my grand. No, you don't. Shut up. No, you care about getting to work. You care about your Starbucks coffee. Stop
Yeah.
this. Stop the theater.
Yeah.
Stop it. People live in the
It's
moment.
funny because like there's a lot of people that are talking about like climate change and we got to stop pollution and all that.
It's
And
like you
they're not
just
doing
drank.
anything. They're not
Yeah.
doing anything to help.
It's like you just texted that while wearing or you just tweeted that while wearing your sweatshop pants, you know, that
Exactly.
friggin' our
You just
yeah.
hopped in your big ass car that's just like shreds through gas.
Yeah, you just hopped
Gears.
into your Cadillac Escalade and
Yeah.
I mean,
You
if you're
threw
gonna
your straw out the window.
yeah, friggin' choke out a turtle, give it a rear naked choke, kick a pig, why not? Just let's screw it. Just take a big bite out of a friggin' McDonald's burger.
Yeah.
It's just poison.
Yeah, man. That's
I
just
mean, like that's why I almost like you never see Drake talking about politics. He's never like, man, what's your voting plan? It's just like this is the business. I make songs,
yeah.
you listen to it, and that's that. And I respect that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I respect people who are just very transparent in their indifference to world problems.
I don't know. I feel like him specifically won't ever talk about that because he knows that a lot of his audience will leave.
Yeah,
Like no matter what side they're on, a lot of his audience will leave.
What if Drake was in his next song like, "What's your plan to vote, man?" Like just like
yeah, something like that.
I'm not saying
I
he
don't
would
know.
do that. That was whatever.
Yeah,
But like, also another thing, if you are like promoting politics and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and you're becoming an activist, your career is probably dying. Your career is
Yeah.
probably dying. Like there's a
Yeah.
very fine line between like I'm a working creative to I'm gonna friggin' throw a brick through a target, you know?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
It's like a
Yeah,
last
yeah,
sign of desperation. It's a sign of desperation when you're like, support this bill. It's like
yeah.
Jane Fonda. She's like 80 and she moved to Washington D.C. to protest. It's like, I get it. You're not getting any roles. It's like these people. These
I
people
don't
will
know.
go on their yachts and then at the same time tell you to recycle. Shut up.
I don't know. I
Don't.
feel like we need some more like younger people in charge.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
won't
like I
happen.
feel like that it won't ever. It'll always be someone
They
that's
say
over the
that, and
age of
then you
like
get
80.
there, and then the young people become corrupted because
Yeah,
there's an ideological infrastructure that's in place.
yeah.
Maybe I'm being irresponsible when I say that, but like, there's no way you can be like a shining voice that takes on the establishment in
Mhm.
Canada and the U.S. or anything.
Yeah,
Because
for
if you
sure.
don't support the establishment, you get taken out immediately. They'll put up
Yeah.
somebody else. They'll prop somebody else up to take you out in like an election. So
Mhm.
I don't know what dropped there. Who cares? Let's just keep rolling. Tonight's been
Yeah.
hectic enough. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I
Yeah,
feel
man.
like the the destruction of the average person is only exacerbated by this pandemic, and all the solutions that are presented are all illusions to make you think like you're going to be helped.
Mhm. No, I agree
like
with that.
we're going to allow you guys to work from home. It's like that's not going to help in the long run because you're going to be
Yeah.
isolated in your own little AR augmented reality friggin' world, just
Yeah.
living in your own bubble, not talking to other people. Everyone's going to be socially awkward. They'll get rid of you like this, and that's that.
I don't
You're
know.
just another
I feel
number.
like I feel like well, this is like I don't
This has
know.
been negative.
This has been really negative.
This has
Yeah.
been negative.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
Um yeah, last negative thought and then we can change up to
And
something
then
else.
we can go Yas Queen it up.
Yeah, yeah. Um I feel like school this is a little bit off like really off
All
topic,
right, no
but
worries.
I feel like school should have been completely canceled until every kid went back to school. Until cases like dropped. So we're not well for where I live, like in Simcoe region,
Oh, okay.
um, we're not having exams. It's and the reason is because there's not enough kids that are willing to come into the school and write the exam.
Yeah.
So it just wouldn't be fair if only half the kids had to do exams. So they completely cut out exams and they're like whatever mark you have is the mark that you go with.
Which is almost
Which
you can't
is
get rid of school.
yeah, no, but I feel like what that's gonna do is that's gonna I don't know, it's just gonna set everybody off. Because like for example, I have a cousin that's in grade 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now she she isn't doing exams this year,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you never know about like the next 3 quadmesters or whatever. But I don't know, it just sets everything off.
It sets you for fail. It sets you up for failure, and also like school can't be canceled because another aspect of school and why it's flawed is that it's childcare.
Yeah,
It's not just like there to educate you. It's like childcare. Parents gotta both parents are working. That's just the
yeah.
dynamic of the way we live our lives. And yeah,
It's basically where do I put my child from the age of 3 to 18? Oh, there we go. I have a place now.
yeah, because they gotta make the bread so they can
Yeah,
afford toys and all
yeah,
the things you need, all the necessities of life.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just we live a very like the way we live our lives. When you like really think about it, when you put your head on the pillow
Yeah.
and you get those like late night thoughts, and you're just like, wait, why do our families barely interact? And when we do
Yeah.
interact, we're like, oh, what'd you do at work?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
same old, same old. All right. Yeah. How was school? It was fine. Like, why
That's
do
all
why
it
do we
is.
live like that? I don't know.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions that I got like that.
Yeah. Like what? What question?
I feel like for me, well, this is like hella cliche, I think. But for me it's more like why are we here?
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like
I don't think that's cliche. I don't think that's asked enough. Because everyone's talking about like dumb shit online. They're like, "Oh, did you see the new Travis Scott burger? What do you
yeah,
think about
yeah.
Travis Scott's new song? It's clunky, I'll tell you that. But it's like,
Oh no,
why do
it
we
is
exist?
it's not good.
I don't mind it actually.
It's
Side note.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, see, he's distracting us, bro. He's in our brains. Travis Scott, he's planting that franchise
It's
in our
the
mind.
Illuminati. It's the
Yeah, so he can
Illuminati.
pollute. He can like pollute our creative minds with cacti juice and just like shrivel away at our I don't know, whatever gland of the brain that was like makes us.
Distracted.
Yeah, it's meant to distract us. Cacti juice. Don't take it, guys.
Do not.
Cacti is poison. I don't want a defamation lawsuit. I'm not big enough to get one. Anyways, but yeah, it's like, how did the universe even get created?
Like, okay, are you do you like what do you believe in like faith wise?
I go to a Catholic school. I feel
Okay.
like nowadays people are like they just go because they have to.
Uh-huh.
They'll just be like, yeah, I'll pray whenever I have to, but they won't like
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
religion.
Yeah. Like I'll usually like talk about like religion and all that. I usually try and keep that like to the minimum, but like for me, for example, like I believe in like God and whatnot, right?
What's your faith if you're comfortable answering that?
I'm Muslim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I believe in like God and like all that started from God, right? Now, obviously, like it's not even that I have like doubts because that's not it at all, right?
Yeah.
It's more or less like let's just say evolution was real and
Hmm.
we all did start from this little bacteria,
Yeah.
right? How?
Well, that I think.
How is it that we started like this and now me and you are sitting here doing a podcast online?
Yeah. Shout out to whoever's listening right now. I don't
Right.
think, for me personally, that's not the question because
Hmm.
that's not like a spiritual
Yeah.
moral question. That's like a question of like science and just technicalities and things like
Hmm.
that. So you're not asking why, you're asking how. I think the
Yeah.
more important questions are like, why are we here? Why was the
Yeah.
universe created?
Yeah.
Not to downplay your question or anything
No,
like
no,
that,
no, for sure. Yeah.
but it's just wild. Like
Yeah.
how just think about the fact that at one point there was nothing everywhere and now there's
Yeah.
something.
And now
How
there's
could
something everywhere. You know what I mean?
So there's a theory that like the way we look at time is wrong. Like time isn't linear. It's a cyclical circular idea kind of thing. So it was never not there. It was always
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Maybe that makes more sense than just something coming out of nothing and then
No, that makes
now it's
sense.
everywhere.
But like, okay, for me, I think about it like I don't know. There's just one thought that's been going through my head like a lot recently because I've been taking biology, right? And in biology, what they tell you is everything started from one single cell of bacteria, right?
Which
For
is
me,
weird.
it's like how did that cell come alive? How did that one cell come alive?
Well, the meteor hit Earth over time. It cooled, and then the water came out of the lava, and then organisms grew. I don't know. I
But
watched
it's like
that,
the
the
thing is
history of
like
everything. That
yeah,
video.
yeah,
I
like
watched it. I'm educated.
a lot of people like my age. I'm not talking about like scientists and people that actually know their stuff.
Hmm.
A lot of people my age can't answer that.
Hmm.
And they truly do believe in evolution. They can't answer that.
No, I definitely believe that there's a higher power. I
Yeah.
just like what bothers me about religion in general, and not like the institution that's associated with faith, because I
Hmm.
think faith is like really a beautiful, interesting, fascinating thing that a belief in something greater than yourself will really ground you and humble you. And believe me,
Yeah.
when I get aggravated, I need that, you know.
Hmm. For
But
sure.
what bothers me about like the institutions that get associated with that is that you get indoctrinated into a dichotomous way of thinking where it's black or white, heaven or
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like today we had a virtual mass because we can't obviously be in person, and he's
Hmm.
like, and the priest, a fantastic priest, I would actually love to get him on the show, but I
Hey,
just think
shout
that would
out.
be yeah, shout out father whatever. I don't want to say his name, not whatever to him, I just don't want to say his name.
No, you're good.
But like, he's like, if your friend is holding you back, that is Satan. Say bye to that friend. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
that's a
Like, whoa,
big
whoa,
jump.
whoa.
That's a big
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah.
Maybe your friend's just having a bad day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your friend is Satan. Okay, okay. Maybe Jeff, maybe Jerry was just not having it today. Maybe he just wanted to hold you back because he was feeling a bit skeef.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like there's no clarity with the ideas. And I'm not dissing. I'm not like trying to be rebellious when I say this.
Yeah.
It comes from a genuine place of curiosity. I don't
Mhm.
know if you feel the same way.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. This I don't know. I feel like, for example, correct me if I'm wrong, but like you studied like the Bible, right? Yeah, like you
Yes.
read the Bible.
Well,
Like
it's not like I'm not the most devout, you know,
yeah,
like,
no,
and I
yeah,
feel like most people are. They're just
mhm,
like, we got stuff to do. I don't know if
yeah.
that's the same with you.
Like for example, like the book in my religion is called the Quran.
Yeah.
Like I've read it fully through
Hmm.
in Arabic, so I don't really like I know some parts and what it says, but yeah. So I feel like these books were written a long time ago,
Hmm.
a very long time ago, right? And I feel like it wasn't written or it wasn't wrote, sorry, to turn
No,
out.
written. I think
Written
it's
is
written.
okay, cool. It wasn't written to turn out how society is right now. So like a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that's in there, it wasn't like, oh, I predict society is gonna be like this, so it's gonna be like this,
Yeah.
right?
Well, hmm.
I don't know.
Faith,
It's weird. It's weird.
faith. Well, the idea of faith is like, faith isn't a prediction. Faith is
Mhm.
like the construct of your life now.
Yeah.
So what it's different, and it's like you're not gonna get an iOS 14 update on religion, and
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah. Yeah.
tricky thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no clarity with it, and
Yeah.
they say that's the mystery of faith and everything, and it's like even talking about like you can't have this conversation in school if you go to like even
No.
a public school. Like you can't. People
Yeah.
are like, yeah, man, are you playing Warzone? Like, are
I
you gonna
know.
be out
I know.
tonight?
Like 90% of the people that I know are like not religious at all. Like they're they're kind of like, oh, yeah. I mean, heaven and hell might be a thing, but like I don't know. For
They're
me,
just
like
like, yeah. They're just like, prove it.
I do genuine yeah, prove it. Like I need hard evidence. For me, like I do have faith in like in my beliefs or whatever, but like I don't know.
But even
It's
like,
weird.
I like where this conversation is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. And even the idea about like I need hard proof is kind of
Hmm.
like a pompous thing to say because
Yeah.
you kind of have to assert yourself as like the center point of the universe. Like
Hmm.
you are what needs clarity.
Yeah.
You are worthy
Yeah.
of the clarity. Dude, you're a speck on a speck on a speck on a blue
Oh
dot
yeah. Oh yeah.
in a vastly infinite universe.
Hmm.
You are an ant.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, it's like just religion is wild. We don't
Yeah.
know. We don't know.
There's so many things that there's so many components to it.
There's so many components, and it's like
Yeah.
everybody's got different interpretations. Number one,
Yeah.
that should be my second point. I was just kind of
Hmm.
being like, I was kind of doing my surfer guy talk there, but it's
Just
just there's
waiting for
so much.
something to pop up.
Yeah. There's yeah. You're learning my tricks, Hattie. You're learning my tricks. You're learning how I get to 2 hours. You know, but yeah,
I feel
it's
you.
just there's just too many interpretations, and even it's like how do interpretations exist within one faith? How
Mhm.
does that even work?
It's that's also like what I mean when I go back to like the book was written a long time ago. Like
Hmm.
a lot of people are like, no, that's exactly what you said. I'm about to basically say what you said.
Hmm.
Like I think of it one way, you think of it another way, right?
And it's like, am I wrong because of that? Like,
Yeah.
and another portion, another part of it is like, with every action comes punishment. There's never
Hmm.
like dialogue with
Hmm.
it, and that's just kind of an odd way to think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you do, there must be punishment or reward. It's
Uh-huh.
one or the other. It can't be
There's no
like,
like, oh, you'll learn next time. Like,
yeah,
nah.
that doesn't exist. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, just you're going. It's eternity, and that's
Yeah.
where you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Which is I don't know. More people need to have
It's
these conversations
yeah,
because we
yeah,
live a
for real.
life like at least in the West, it's like we live a life that's like we don't live with the idea that this is a temporary plane of existence.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but like shout out to anybody that doesn't believe in religion,
Yeah,
I
and you
guess.
do you if you
Right?
want to,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like no
People's
no no diss or
Yeah,
anything. It
I'm
was
not
just a
dissing you
conversation. Yeah, yeah.
from yesterday. But yeah, it's like people's schedule becomes their religion nowadays.
Mhm.
Like the grind becomes a religion.
Mhm. Yeah.
They become devoted to false idols. And, people who probably have their own problems, they start looking at celebrities and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's what becomes their God, which is
Yeah.
dangerous.
It is. It truly is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how we got here.
I don't know.
I
There
don't know how
was
we got here. We're like, whatever. Who cares?
I honestly don't even know where we started.
I don't even, yeah. Just like,
Somewhere.
just like the universe. Who knows where we started? Who knows where
There
this
we
is
go.
going?
There we go.
It's just, wild. I don't know.
Yeah,
What if
man.
there's an alternate, like, universe? That's another thing. Infinite,
Ooh,
infinite universes. That's that's
that's
that's
quantum physics.
quantum physics. Is that what it is? I don't even know if that's the field of study. I think it is.
I don't know. It's something
I
like
watched
that.
Avengers Endgame. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
equipped to
for real.
talk about this.
Run faster than the speed of light, and now you're
Yeah,
all of a sudden a dinosaur.
yeah,
Something
bro.
like that.
Maybe that's the way to go.
Maybe it
But
is.
yeah.
So like, okay, wait. Before we get
Okay,
off this
okay,
topic,
okay.
um, so what was the order? Like, it was bacteria, dinosaurs, asteroid, then human.
I think it was like bacteria, amphibians, dinosaurs, asteroids. Long time, because like
Ah,
humans haven't been around for that long.
yeah,
Dinosaurs were like 200 million years.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
According to that, the Earth could be 10,000 years old, man.
The
Christian.
Earth could have literally been made 450 years ago, and nobody would know.
That was a joke. New Earth Christians are wild. But who knows? What if it's a simulation, man? What if it's all simulated, man?
You die, and all of a sudden you take off your VR glasses. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, look where I am.
Oh man, I was just at an arcade. Wow, really immersive game. Okay, let's like.
I think about that more than you would imagine.
I think a lot of
We're
people think
firmly.
that, but they won't.
Yeah,
They won't. They
yeah.
don't have the balls to be like,
But it's
get up from doing your math homework. Hey, do you think this is all simulated? Like, hey.
but like
Yeah.
what I don't want to be one of the people that's like, oh, I need hard fact, but like it sucks that the only way of figuring out is when you're gone. Like the only way of
Yeah.
finding out for sure.
It's like,
And
oh
then
fuck, I was wrong this whole time.
yeah, I was wrong, and now I'm gone. Now I'm like, there's nothing there.
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know.
My
It's
my
weird.
friend's dead. I have a friend that's like dead set on the idea that we're reincarnated and we come back here.
Uh-huh.
And there's been like proof, not proof, but like in like Thailand, I believe,
Mhm.
there's this thing where an old grandmother or an old wise lady was like, I want to come back as a boy with a white stripe down my neck.
Mhm.
And she came back as a boy with a white stripe down her neck.
Yeah.
Or that family received a boy
Damn.
right from her.
That's
Like,
like that's crazy
imagine you
accurate.
just come back and you're like, oh shit, this again.
Oh no.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
like,
don't know.
we're back here.
I feel like if that was the case, then when we came back, we wouldn't be like, oh shit. We would have been like, oh, this is our first time.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Well,
But
like
it's hard to think about that. It's really
I've
hard to
even
think about
I've
that.
even done meditation things or like been to
Oh
meditation
yeah.
places where they start talking about past life, and the guy at the end of it will be like, yeah, I'm Christian, but which is rad
But
because
it's a
it's like,
good thought.
whoa,
It's a good thought.
yeah. It's like, do you know about your past life? It's like, bro, I don't know what I had for breakfast. Like, leave me alone. Yeah, it's just,
Oh my god.
I don't know. That's
Uh,
that's an odd thought.
yeah.
Because then it's like you never exist again if reincarnation is real.
But
Like you are
it's
dead.
also like,
You are dead.
why is it that like I don't know if it just feels like really weird. It's just like, okay, this person that I am right now, I remember everything of this life, right? I don't know. I honestly couldn't even
You can't.
explain.
It's impossible to wrap your head around.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But it's
that's
like
the thing. Yeah.
this vessel, like you'll move on to something else,
hmm
and you'll have no clue. Or like there, I don't know if you've seen the video. It's on. It's like it's called The Egg. It's about.
Um.
It's like you're reincarnated and there's only two beings, it's God and you, and you're every person that ever existed. We're all one, living
Yes.
through different points in
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I heard someone talking about that.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised that hasn't started its own cult yet. Like that hasn't become
That
its own cult.
that is a crazy theory though. Is it a theory? Or is it like
Yeah, I don't know.
okay.
I don't think there's a religion based around it. I think it's just conjecture.
But that is a very interesting theory. It is a
Hmm.
very interesting theory.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but like another thing, yes or no, black and white with religion.
Uh-huh.
It's like you're gonna be right or wrong. So it's like,
Mhm.
oh, what if you get there? It's been a different person the whole time, and now you're fucked. It's like that's a sad realization. Also, who's
Yeah.
listening to this right now? If
Oh,
you're
is the
listening,
people actually like live?
yeah, this is live, but
Oh,
like,
I didn't
don't
know that.
don't the live chat just like it'll take you out of the vibe. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, that's fine.
but like I just don't know who's watching. That's why I want to make sure. But like it's just weird. Like it
Yeah.
just sets you up for it can set you up for an odd way to think because you're
Mhm.
not open to different ideas, and then you get stuck with your own way, your own BS maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Get overconfident in your own. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But that's reincarnation. But I don't know. These are just different theories.
Reincarnation 101.
I'm like pinky toe on base with all these ideas. I'm cool
Yeah.
with all the ideas,
Yeah.
but I'm set to what I was raised in,
Yeah. For
and that's
sure.
it. I have an
For
appreciation
sure.
for everything. But yeah, like dude, Scientology is the dumbest thing ever. But it's like whatever.
Yeah.
If you're a Scientologist and wanna expose the church or just talk about what it means,
Yeah.
that should be interesting.
That's like for me, like I feel like I know what I was raised with. Like I know like my beliefs, but I wouldn't mind learning about other people's stuff about other people's beliefs. Right.
Maybe when every single person was brought down to this earth,
Yeah.
it's their purpose to believe a certain faith.
Hmm.
That's their goal.
That's a good
Or
thing.
like you're set in that. It's like
Yeah.
you're not wrong because of something you were born in.
Hmm.
Even like radical religious people who
Hmm.
do violence on other. What if there's like this grand purpose for everything,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh no, I've like really firmly believe.
What if
Uh.
it's like this council of higher powers kind of thing? Which is multi I don't know what the term is, polytheistic or something, where you believe in
Yeah.
different things. But I'm just bullshitting right now. It's fun.
I feel like I like personally, I really firmly believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Like every single thing happens for a reason.
Yeah, I don't think we're put
It's
here.
it's hard to think about and like be like, okay. And that also that really helps me like calm down in certain situations where I say, you know what, like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
There's truth to that. There is some
Yeah.
truth to that. But
Yeah.
yeah. Believe like I'm not listen, none of the theories that I threw around, they're all BS. Like let's be real here. Like
Yeah.
it's all just me having fun.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But who knows?
Who knows, man?
Yeah, existential. Like I don't think we just were plopped on here. I think they're. I don't even know
I don't know.
how
I
between existentialism and essentialism. I don't think we're like plopped here with no guidance.
mhm.
I don't think it's like
I
just a Netflix show for a higher power. Just like let's see what this guy does. Okay,
yeah,
he's a mechanic. Okay,
yeah.
there we
But I
go.
don't know.
Like
I feel like just there's not enough there's a lot of muddy water when it comes to the theory of evolution for me.
mm-hmm.
And not even the theory of evolution. I get it, things evolve, but I don't know. I just don't really believe that we came from a bacteria and then turned
Nah,
into a monkey and then an ape and then a gorilla and then a human. And then
yeah.
wait, so here's what I was also
I feel
thinking
like you
about.
have beef with your bio teacher who's like you got a bad mark on your
Not
test
even
last year.
she really likes me. It's just this is just stuff that I like I don't bring up to really anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Um, one thing that really always gets me is if if it was true and we have evolved so majorly, why aren't we still evolving?
We are. You just don't see it. Everyone's caught up in their own BS, dude. We don't live like
No, like
the
okay,
world has been evolving for billions of years.
yeah,
Slow incremental progress. There's set to be like, look at the way, like,
for
in terms of bodily structure, we've been
mhm.
devolving, if anything. Like
Yeah, you are right.
if you look at I don't know, the first Homo sapien, or I don't know what the when we were Bigfoot people,
Yeah,
when we were more,
yeah, yeah.
animalistic than person.
Hmm.
We're devolving because life is easier. Eventually, we're just gonna be like gray heads floating on like robot platters and just ordering shit off Amazon,
Yeah,
and that's gonna be it. We're
yeah.
devolving. I just think because the human, let's be frank here, like, we're not here forever, and it's just a
Hmm.
sad reality. If you
Hmm.
want to consider it a sad reality, people get caught up in like the nothing's happening, man. What? Why am I green? Or why am
Hmm.
I not green yet? It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
just
yeah,
you gotta wait, Pat. You gotta wait, man.
yeah.
It's like evolution isn't a
Hey,
Fortnite skin. You can't, it's not.
maybe one day you'll wake up and you'll have an extra arm or leg or something.
Yeah, they'll put shit in the water, and then you're a superhuman.
Yeah, for
Be like,
real.
this is the next phase of global control. You guys are all NBA caliber players. It's like everyone's LeBron James with a
Yeah.
giant.
Everyone wakes up like fully ripped, like six pack, big arms and
Yeah,
all that.
they're just
Yeah.
they can just throw cars around. They're playing hoops with cars. Like,
Yeah.
you see a Kia Soul just getting dunked in like a school playground. Yeah, I
Damn,
don't know.
man.
I think I think we're devolving faster.
Hmm.
I think like we're coming close to a singularity where we'll just like merge with AI and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think it's picking up, but we're not. We don't realize what it's going to be.
Hmm.
I think the breakaway
Man.
civilization idea is interesting.
The what?
It's called breakaway civilization. I
Hmm.
don't. I might be messing it up.
No,
I
you're
heard
good.
Alex Jones was talking about it. Not the most reliable source. I'm just having fun here. Let me have my
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
everyone's got to do their homework. But it's like the idea that there will be a group of people that merge with AI, move on, and like explore, and humans are just kind of left here, like true humans.
Damn.
I don't know if maybe it's my own theory, but I
Hey,
think that's interesting.
that's a nice theory.
Hmm.
That is really interesting, actually.
If you want to write a sci-fi book about it, give me a royalty.
I got you.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna create a whole animated movie about that.
yeah. Depart from your music aspirations and
Yeah,
endeavors, and just
just
yeah,
completely drop it. No, I'm an
yeah,
animator now.
yeah. I'm striving to work for Pixar.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's like you do know this is a kids show, right?
yeah. Well, the AI is
Teach
gonna
him
take
early.
over.
Teach him early.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta teach them about the cabal of elite people right away. Like, let kids be kids.
Yeah,
That's one thing.
yeah, yeah,
Let the kids be kids.
yeah.
No, it's just everyone's got TikTok on their phone. Everyone's
Mhm.
looking up to Charlie D'Amelio, friggin' yeah, I don't know what Charlie's doing half the time. I sound like
Oh
a
no.
grandpa saying this, but I might be wrong, but I don't think Charlie's what kids should be looking up to. Not saying they should be looking up to me. I
Yeah, I know
just
what you
think,
mean. I know what you mean.
I don't nothing against Charlie. If you want to come on the show, sure.
Shout out Charlie.
Shout out Charlie. But like, I don't
Hey, maybe she'll hear it one day.
But like, what conversation? What if I was like, so what do you think about religion? I think she'll be like, well, I think everyone's entitled to believe what they. I'll just be like, next,
Yeah.
just next. She's gonna be like, I don't want to. Well, I don't want to mess up my makeup deal, so I'm gonna pass on. Just fucking. I like
Just
wild. Give me
slams your
wild.
laptop.
Give me yeah. I like wild.
Um,
I'm gonna have to friggin' like she's the president. I'm gonna have to write down or the prime minister of a country. I'm gonna have to write down questions and give it to her in
yeah.
advance. Fuck that. Screw that. What am I doing?
Damn, man. I've been watching like a decent amount of your podcasts.
Really?
Whatever I could have fit in within the last like 5 or 6 days.
Do you like them?
I love them.
All right.
I do genuinely love
That
them.
that 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 helps my ego a bit.
I listen to it at night. I usually do okay, well, depending if the podcast is like about 2 hours,
Hmm.
um, it's usually like a bit at night on the way to school, on the way back from school, during school.
Do you download it?
I do on Spotify. Yeah, yeah. I do because like I don't know, I download it and then I just turn my Wi-Fi and data off and
Be
just
like
listen to it.
Hadi. Be like Hadi. Download the
I got
podcast.
you.
It's available everywhere, and
It is.
I don't even know if it's my RS. Like, I don't even know if I were to do ads on it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would get that ad money because I don't know like how the RSS stuff works. But that's a whole different story, man. Like, it's just that's the business of this stuff
Yeah, yeah.
because it's such uncharted territory. And
Mhm.
apparently, with the hosting platform I use, there's been cases where like creators don't get the ad money because Italian household
You're good,
because
don't worry.
you know um like a pig. But anyways, the money becomes centralized through Anchor.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
that's the platform I'm on. I put my RSS on different places.
yeah,
My goal is to within like the next couple of months to either independently host it or move hosting platforms altogether.
yeah.
I like 100% independence.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't
Then
know
you'll
if you
have
feel that way about music.
okay.
Do you
I
see the
that's
value in a label?
I do.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I have mixed opinions. So, for example, I don't know if you've seen, but I'm getting a track signed by a label
Oh,
later on, yeah, later on this month.
okay.
The label's called No Records.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw you post.
One of their artists is Baby No Money.
Really
Yeah, yeah.
wild. Okay.
So I'm getting one of my tracks signed by them. Um, but I feel like having independence feels really great,
Yeah.
and being able to do what I want feels really great.
Yeah.
But I know that the chances of me getting big go up drastically if I'm signed to a label,
Yeah.
right? But at the
You
same
just have
time,
to
like,
know how to move.
yeah, and I feel like as long as you have like a good lawyer who's not trying to steal your money
Or an
on
accountant.
deck
That's the
or
big
an
one.
accountant, then you're good. You're good to
Like, didn't
go.
Rihanna get screwed by her accountant? Like,
Yeah.
her accountant took all her money or something like that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
wild.
Because that's what they do. They're like, "Oh yeah, this deal is good to go." And then on the deal it says 95% goes to the accountant.
Yeah, because,
Right?
that's the thing about creatives. They're not business centric.
Mhm.
They're just like, I want to keep on creating and stuff like
Yeah.
that or living a lavish life.
Yeah, yeah.
Finances are like at the least of their things. Like,
Mhm.
their whole life is predicated on the I guess predicated is based on the fact that they took a risk.
Yeah.
Like, that's their whole life. So they don't really care about finances. They're just like, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
If I lose
Yeah.
it, I'll gain it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I
Another
like
thing about like independence is that I feel like you're more likely to get blackballed by the industry.
oh yeah.
Like, look at Tory
Oh
Lanez.
yeah.
Aside from the fact that he allegedly shot Megan the Stallion, he got like
Yeah.
smeared hard after
Mhm.
Daystar dropped. It's hard.
What do you mean by that? Like,
Like, everyone was like, this album is trash. It's repetitive. It's like if he
yeah.
was signed to a label, owned his masters and everything like that, or didn't
So
own his masters,
yeah.
uh, they would definitely be a little bit better about it. They would be like,
Mhm.
this, upbeat,
Yeah,
eccentric
yeah.
album does wonders for the ear or some
Yeah.
bullshit. But
Like
because he's independent, I think a little bit of that, aside from the fact that he allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot,
mhm.
I think a lot of that they don't like to see somebody free.
Yeah. But a lot of the movement of where Tory Lanez is trying to go with his music
Mhm.
is he's more or less trying to be like, look, I'm fully independent, and he's basically trying to get his real fans out. You know what I mean? Like for me, for example, I've been listening to Tory Lanez since uh a while, a
Mhm.
while. I don't know, 2016.
Okay.
When I started making music is when I started listening to Tory Lanez.
All right.
Um, and like this album, like of course, like being a big fan of his, I liked it, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's like I feel like what this album was, it wasn't made specifically just to get the social recognition. I feel like it was more made for him to see who his fans really are.
Yeah, like a litmus
Because he
test.
lost. He lost a lot of fans. But I feel like it was more to be like, all right, let's see who still is with me.
Well, I mean, he sold 37K. All of that money's going to him. He's
Mhm.
not doing bad.
That's good.
He's not doing bad at
Yeah.
all. He's
Here,
bringing
like
in some dough.
for example, uh actually I don't even think I could pull it up on my phone. But his okay, for example, just on Spotify, Tory Lanez. Oh no, never mind. I can't pull up like the actual streams on the
Yeah,
track.
it doesn't. Spotify doesn't do that. It makes me a bit
I don't
mad.
know.
I'm into
Um
looking at like all the numbers that are.
yeah. So 10,000 or 10 not 10,000. 10 million streams is roughly $60,000 Canadian.
That's it.
That's it. But even still, I can imagine that just on Spotify itself, I can imagine that his album got much more than 30, 40 million streams from just the album, or will get within the near future.
Yeah.
That's a decent amount of money considering that he's taking it all.
Yeah, and
You
he's
know what I mean?
also hmm. The Megan Thee Stallion situation is like it's not the most clear example of an
Mhm.
artist going independent
Yeah.
because there's a lot of factors. You know, shooting allegedly uh,
Yeah.
a beloved female rapper in the foot.
Mhm.
I don't know. There's some wild stuff in that story though.
I don't know. I feel like
That one's so
no
messy.
one no one will ever know what actually happened unless you're deep in the industry,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I feel
Or
like
Megan
it's
Thee Stallion or Tory Lanez.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you had your almost like your protege was on the show on Monday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a fair
You
assessment.
talking
He's
about
attached to
Max?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Another spur of the
Mhm.
moment episode, like an hour before, he's like, "Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I can do the show." I'm like, "Great,
Yeah,
tremendous,
yeah,
thank you."
yeah, yeah. I watched that episode.
But yeah. So you already got people looking up to you, man. So
Yeah, man. It feels great, honestly. Like just being able to, for example, I'm gonna refer to him as youth because he is more than a year younger than me.
okay.
So I'm gonna refer to him as someone that is younger than me. Um, it's it feels great being able to like inspire someone, or like have someone look up to you and be like, look, like I want to do something like this person, right? It
Yeah.
honestly it feels amazing. And like when I started working with him and we got a song done, like he genuinely really appreciated it,
Yeah, even coming on the
right?
show, like I love,
Yeah.
and this comes from ego, whatever places
Mhm.
that you try to kind of quiet down,
Mhm.
but it's like it feels good to be appreciated.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's good to be, and I'm not gonna lie, his Spotify, like the numbers that it did on audio,
Mhm.
ridiculous. Like it did
Mhm.
well, and I don't do that. I don't do numbers. Like I'm not that big yet. But I was appreciative even of the fact that he went in his own circle and sent the link to his friends and did that. Like respect for that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know why this keeps cutting out, my bad.
No worries, no worries. Let's
Yeah,
just keep
man.
this momentum going. It's great.
Um, yeah. I think I think you kind of know the little circle that's with like me, Aiden,
I
Yona, and
figured it
whatnot.
out. Yeah, I
And
figured it. I've and
that
everyone's
was
more or less been on the show.
yeah, yeah. Honest, Swappa, Max, all those people, Ghost. I mean,
Mhm.
um, yeah, man. Like it feels really great to be a part of something like that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like it's just like never did I ever think that. Okay, so I don't know if you know the story behind how I got to all these people.
No, I'm
Okay.
piecing together each part of the story.
Okay.
Max told me this side of the
Here's
story on Monday.
oh,
Here's
okay.
Hadi's story.
Here's the big puzzle piece that you're missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ready? So basically, um, I was scrolling through TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just a regular whatever Thursday, Sunday, Monday. I don't know. Scrolling through TikTok, and there was this girl's TikTok, and in the or in like the bio or whatever the description of the TikTok, Aiden was tagged in it, and I tried to scroll up, but I clicked on it. I clicked on his profile by accident,
Okay.
and then I saw Juice World remix, and I'm like, oh, let me listen to it, right? Why not? Clicked on it, and I was like, yo, this is crazy, right? Went to his Instagram, went to his SoundCloud, listened to a bunch of songs that he made, and I loved it. Okay. Texted him. I'm like, yo, what's up? How you doing? This and that. I'm like, yo, okay. So at the time I had what, like 600 something followers on Instagram, and he was at like two point something. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, this guy's not gonna respond.
Yeah.
Right. He had over 1 million plays on SoundCloud. I'm like, this
Yeah.
guy's not responding. Um, he ended up responding, and that was the same time where I met my producer, I don't know Ryan, formerly known as Hockey Boy.
Okay.
Um, that's where I got the beat for Big Jeep Truck from him,
That's
and
kind
it
of like
was
a Tyga beat almost.
yeah. I think it was called Tyga something when we first
Tyga
got it.
type beat kind of thing.
Yeah. And then I sent it to Aiden, and first response that Aiden had was nah. He's like, I can't like this isn't. I thought he was gonna say something like that, but it wasn't his style,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something like that wasn't his style. And then I waited a bit. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but he ended up agreeing to do it, and that's where that came about. Um, I mixed it, but he was also really close with Yona at the time, and that's where I ended up meeting him. And
Yeah.
then Yona sent some beats. I sent my songs back, and Yona was like, "All right, this guy's good." And
Yeah.
then from there is where I met everyone else, Swappa, Honest, all those guys.
Yeah. You passed the trial and you were and you
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it felt
Swappa's
like.
Swappa's music's really good. It's
Swappa's
really
insane.
it's really spacey. It's
Oh
really
yeah, oh
he
yeah,
was supposed to come on the show. Like we scheduled it a bunch and then it canceled
yeah.
and all this stuff. But hopefully
Yo,
he'll be on soon and we'll figure something out. Apparently he's
Swappa,
funny.
Swappa's a very funny guy.
Yeah.
From what I heard, we're supposed to actually be doing a group FaceTime one day close to here.
Why don't you guys do a collab album thing?
Okay. So, funniest thing. Okay, so I think so. Last night, um, me and Aiden were listening to the Max Joy podcast together.
Okay.
So not together, but we were listening to it at about the same time,
Okay.
right? So, um, he there was a bunch of stuff that you guys figured out together about the motives that this group is going into and like what we want to end up doing. You guys figured out a lot of stuff.
Well, I mean, like you just see ambitious people doing stuff. It's not like
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes type
You
stuff.
guys like pieced it together really well though.
Really, I have that
Yeah.
effect. I'm just
Yeah.
like that. I don't
And
know.
then Aiden kept texting me saying, "Yo, they're on to us, bro. They're on to us." And
Yeah.
I was laughing the whole time, man. That was
Yeah.
honestly a really great show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope the episodes are getting better. I think from
Oh
episode
yeah.
1 to now, it is weird how like the show progressed to talk a little
Mhm.
bit about myself because why not?
Yeah.
Episode 1 was like with my buddy and we were just kind of bullshitting for 40 minutes. And
Mhm.
then episode 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
5 is a solo episode, so that was bullshitting as well.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. I was trying to do like a Sean Evans interview thing, and it's
Mhm.
just like I don't have that ability. Like that's not me.
Yeah.
So then from then on, it was just like no script. Let's see how this happens. Like,
Mhm.
and that was it. That's the
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. I don't know,
I
like
keep doing a Kermit the Frog dive off screen.
nah,
Yeah.
you're good. Yeah, man. Like honestly, just like saying this as like feedback almost.
Hmm.
From the first Aiden Skira podcast that you had,
Yeah.
like the podcast has developed so much.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it is
that's so
like
cool.
it is so much nicer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it wasn't like I
No, no,
genuinely
it was
enjoyed it.
rough. Let's be real here.
It
The
was
audio
rough, yeah.
quality,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's potential there.
Mhm.
There's something there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still not
But
perfect.
hey, for
Nothing.
whenever you're satisfied is when it's perfect.
Hmm. Never satisfied. It's all about the grind. It's all about
I feel
don't
you.
sleep, just grind. But yeah,
I feel you.
um, yeah. I don't know. I can imagine even with you, it's like you started at one place, probably just downloaded Audacity, put in a tight beat, and just rapped over it, that kind of thing. And now
Yeah.
you figured out how to move a bit differently,
Yeah.
network, and you have that thing going on. So it's like
Yeah.
even with getting guests, even now I'm starting to like schedule ahead of time,
Mhm.
which helps a lot.
That's but it's like just that itself shows you a lot of progress.
Yeah.
Like I really hope that you're proud of yourself because you really should be. I'm proud of you. If you don't want to be proud of yourself,
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of you.
I aspire for more downloads. There's always more.
Yeah.
We live in a world of more.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the North American dream. It's the way of the West.
Mhm.
Nobody's ever content. If you're, some people are. Some people just want to eat their ice cream and watch their television. But a lot of people have a disease for more.
Mhm.
There's never satisfaction. It's I
Yeah.
want the white picket fence with the 2-car garage.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I want the estate. Then I want
Mhm.
my own plot. Then I want
Yeah.
to have multiple properties. Then I want an empire. I want
Mhm.
5 streams. Now I want 100 streams. I want
No,
10,000. I
that's
want. It's a disease.
basic.
It becomes a disease
Yeah.
after a while. It's a
Yeah.
disease. Like I don't know. Like with you and your stuff, right? You
Mhm.
found a way. Do you feature yourself on playlists and stuff like that to
Yeah.
maximize streams? Is that the strategy?
Yeah.
Because like
Playlists, Facebook ads. I don't want to give up my whole description, but
yeah, yeah. No,
uh
please don't. But like
no, yeah.
that's kind of the way about. So
Yeah.
even then, it's not like something that's static. Like I hit 20K on something.
Yeah.
It's like when's the next milestone?
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And it's also like it's always jumping up and down, you know what I mean? Uh
Hmm.
my song The Way I Feel, the song that honestly did the
What do you
best.
feel about it?
I feel pretty good about it, honestly. How do you feel about it? Have you heard it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, so that did the best statistic wise. I'm not gonna lie, not one of my favorite songs. Um, but that did really well
It's not one
statistic
of my
wise.
favorite of yours either. I do like Aruba.
I like it, but
I like
so
Aruba. That's a
Aruba flopped.
really
Aruba flopped hard.
well, and I like Big Jeep Truck. I like the production on that, and
Big
I
Big
think
Jeep Truck Big Jeep Truck was my turning point from not putting
that's
anything
how I
in a
found out about
creation.
you because I found out
Yeah.
Aiden was my gateway to everything, and I found out through Aiden through a mutual friend. And at
Mhm.
first, I thought, Aiden, if you're listening right now, no disrespect to you, man.
We
You're
love you, Aiden.
these last 2 episodes have been a bit Aiden centric, but like a lot of mentioning about this infamous music circle. But like when
Yeah.
I first saw him and on like the "Treated You Rightfully" video, I was
Uh-huh.
just like, man, this guy looks like a tryhard. This guy looks like he's into himself, you know. And then we do a photo
Yeah.
shoot. Turns out it's all fun. It's all fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
really good dude. Pandemic hits. We can't like do shit in person.
Mhm.
Podcast, music video, all of this stuff. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Nah,
yeah,
but like
it was my gateway to the circle.
hey man, Aiden was my gateway to the circle.
Yeah, he's the gatekeeper, man.
Aiden is I think is a very important part in a lot of people's lives right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that he got his song on Spotify. I was like,
Yeah.
especially you don't want to get hit with that SoundCloud rapper label, especially for a guy like Aiden. He's more talented than a guy that just raps over a type beat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's more talented than that.
Yeah,
He
for sure.
even like look at even with the caliber of stuff he has, the budget, like
Mhm.
even with you, like you don't have this huge studio, but like you're doing it out of your basement. You know, you got insulate thing in the back. You got
Yeah.
install it. You get the word. Whatever. It's late.
Pink
Deal
stuff,
with it.
fiberglass.
You got the pink stuff behind you. And it's
Yeah.
just like nobody's doing it with a big budget, so you can tell who's got like the real talent.
Yeah, yeah.
You
For
can tell.
sure.
Like I don't know what mic he uses, but I don't think it's like the most. And I'm not trying to like talk about his gear or anything,
I
but like
think,
it's wild given
yeah.
what he has and what he can do. It's
Oh,
something
yeah.
really wild.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. He's gonna be back on the show soon, so stay tuned.
I heard.
Yeah,
As all I heard.
yeah. Trying to figure that date out. See, even my like, you were supposed to be next Wednesday. Turns out
Mhm.
you're today, and just that's what
Yeah.
happens. That's what happens when you run a show that's not big and like
Yeah.
a coveted spot. It's not the coveted spot. That's not. This isn't what this is.
Yeah.
This isn't the Tonight Show.
I have a question for you.
All right, shoot.
Um, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? A very vague question, I'm sorry.
Doing Joe Rogan numbers, hopefully.
That's a good response.
Doing Joe Rogan numbers.
That's
That's
a good
like,
response.
man, I mentioned him a bunch on the podcast.
Yeah.
Even there was one point where I was like, I like drew like a really obvious connection, and I even mentioned it. It was like,
Mhm.
dude, with my buddy Dom on episode 30, I was like, bro, on his episode with David Cho, Joe Rogan's episode with David Cho, he did a 10-second pause, and I think that's really deep, man. And like, so I see that like that motivation that comes from Rogan. It's just
Yeah.
like it's funny how
Yeah.
people talk about like the huge, the most prolific people in any respected industry, like they know
Mhm.
the person, which is a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like who's your inspiration? Like, and I'm not saying Rogan's my inspiration, but in terms of
Yeah.
podcasting and the model that he's built and the way he's like morphed from a show where like they had friggin' the fleshlight as a friggin' sponsor to now become
Yeah.
like the most prolific show ever.
Yeah.
Seeing that evolution is inspiring. And if you
Mhm.
don't see that, come on, man. Like, open your eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Who are you like that's the model or like that they've done it. They figured
So, like, okay, so when it comes to me, I have two types of inspiration.
all right.
So my first type of inspiration is just people that I genuinely meet day to day,
Mm-hmm.
right? People that respect me. People that I respect, people that respect me. That's what inspires me more than any other artist or any other person can,
Mm-hmm.
right? But when it comes to like who else is in the industry, um I get inspiration from X, I get inspiration from Nav, Travis Scott, J. Cole, Lil Wayne. Like my list is just is too massive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get
There's like, yeah. Like even a lot of smaller artists like truly do inspire me.
Yeah. I look, even there's this his name is McLean Portis. He runs Art Not Algorithms. I'm not sure, or Live to Create. And he has
Mhm,
a big playlist for independent artists called Art Not Algorithms. And I see
mhm.
that guy's model of doing things and the way he moves and the way he
Yeah.
markets it and how he knows how to use TikTok. And that's why like that's inspirational. So shout out to McLean Portis. I emailed him if he wants to come on the show. Hasn't responded to me. A bit of a bummer. Chase Pays has been on. That was a great episode.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know if you
Yeah.
listened to that one, but yeah.
I'll definitely spread the podcast around as much as I
Yeah,
can.
spread it,
Yeah, for
spread the
sure.
positivity and don't
For
spread
sure.
that COVID. And that's spread this, don't spread COVID. That's the goal.
That's a good
That's the goal.
slogan.
Is that the slogan? Spread this, don't spread. I feel like that's been done before. I feel
I think so. I think so. I think so.
that's a little too. That's not my brand. I don't give off the vibe that's like, yeah, man, spread like that's a
Just
bit.
spread it.
I'm like, listen to this if you want to. If not, just move on to the next thing.
Oh man.
It's just like it. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder.
Mhm.
Because I used to edit. I don't know if you saw when I used to do the wild overlays and like all the trippy overlays and stuff like that. And to a certain extent, that's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me. Like I'm not the trippiest person, you know. Like I have deep thoughts and stuff like, but
Yeah.
I'm not trippy hippie. So it's
Yeah, yeah.
disingenuous as well.
Mhm.
So also like moving over to a live show cuts a lot of time in
Mhm.
my workload.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I'm trying to work
For
smarter.
sure.
I don't know if you feel
Yeah.
that.
Nah, yeah, yeah, for like, that's that's also part of the reason why I switched from production to being an artist. So, when I started out in 2015, 2016, I started out with just making beats on
Mhm.
GarageBand. Um, I soon came to realize that I enjoy singing and rapping more than I do making beats. And for me, it's like how it was before was I can either make one beat or I can make 3 songs on other people's beats.
Yeah. You
And
don't.
when I blew up, I wanted to be known as an artist, not a producer. So I'm like, "Alright, you know what? I'm wasting time. Let's get other people to give me beats, rap on those," and that's what's helped me progress. I feel like if I still kept on making my own beats and going over them, my music wouldn't be half the quality that it is right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
But
took more time to focus on parts that actually matter.
I feel like with being a producer, and this is a general, I am generalizing, but
Mhm.
there's kind of an element to like you have to be willing to not be the star of the show.
Yeah,
And
for
like
sure.
if you'd like being like the brainchild behind things more than being the you
Mhm.
know the figurehead of it, then that's obviously what's meant for you. But
Yeah,
like at least with me, it's like I even changed it from like as the publisher of this podcast, like you can see on Spotify underneath the title of it, I switched it from
yeah.
CFI podcast to my name
Okay, cool.
because I'm like this is
Yeah,
my thing.
it's yours,
It's
yeah.
not produced by what's CFY podcast. I have to be
Yeah,
the brand. I have to step
yeah,
up.
yeah,
HADI's the brand.
yeah.
That
That's also part of the reason why, like, I've gotten into many debates with, like, my social media team and all them
you have a social media
about
team?
I have a couple people that are, like, that are helping me, like, arrange stuff with social media and arrange stuff with, like, whatever, like,
That's wild. Maybe you could
yeah.
tell me off air about stuff like that.
Yeah, I got you. About, like, business models and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was also a big thing when it came to, changing my name
Hmm.
because for the longest for the longest time, I wanted to change my name to something completely different. Like, I didn't want it to be my so, like, Hattie is actually my real name.
Okay.
Like, that's my government name. Um, and it's just, like, I wanted to switch it for the longest time, but like, just recently came to realize that, like, that's me, right?
Mhm.
Like, why do I wanna change that? Right? Instead of embracing it, I'd rather run away and change it. I understand, like, other artists, like, for example, like Travis Scott, for example, like, there's
Josh
meaning behind his
Webster.
name, but there's meaning behind Travis Scott.
What is it? I don't.
So, Travis was, one of his uncles that
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
was really, really close with, and Scott is Kid Cudi's, real name or is his nickname.
Yeah, Scott Muscuddy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right.
And
That's
that so, like, there's meaning behind it, but if I did end up changing my name, there wouldn't have been much meaning behind it. It would've just been something that I like,
yeah. Well, even
right?
like I don't know if you heard on Max Joy on that episode. He was like,
Mhm.
I'm thinking about changing my name legally. To
Yeah.
Max. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
don't do that.
Nah.
Keep connections to both.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, if you want to talk about business and Travis Scott, he's
Mhm.
fascinating right now
Oh, yeah.
because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not so much like he's not an independent figure making all these deals and stuff like that.
No.
There's a collect. Travis Scott is a machine.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah.
executives, business people all working in motion to get this hype machine
Mhm.
moving.
Travis Scott, I think, will forever go down in my top 3. Forever.
Let's see what
My
this
mind
next
will never
album's like.
change.
Let's see what this next album's like.
Yeah,
Let's see
yeah,
what
yeah.
let's wait a bit. Let's wait a bit.
Yeah. I
Hopefully,
know I know you guys were talking about Astroworld on the on the Max Joy podcast
yeah.
about like yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like just personally for me, I feel like Astroworld is one of the or the best album that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Really? Man, you
Yeah.
gotta listen to more stuff. I think Astroworld's tremendous. Don't get me wrong. Sonic
Yeah.
front to back, like
Yeah.
there's not a bad track on it. Like
Mhm.
it's banger
Yeah.
after banger.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's hype. I think it's a rad
Mhm.
album. At first I didn't like it, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But then like I got to see Travis Scott for like what it's meant to be as opposed to like
Mhm.
some critical friggin' indie sensation.
Yeah.
But man, you gotta listen to more albums.
I think I
You
do.
gotta
I might.
diversify your taste, man. Maybe listen to
Yeah.
some folk stuff. I'll send you some stuff if you're interested.
Sure. I'm down.
Maybe Hadi
I'm
will
down.
become a folk, make drop a couple a folk rap song.
Maybe.
don't
Maybe.
don't do that.
Yeah, man.
Who knows? That's what got Lil Nas X big. So that's what.
Exactly. I just go on to I don't even know what genre hasn't really gotten enough attention.
Um, maybe like I don't know. Bedroom pop is pretty good. All right, do you know like bedroom pop is the weirdest to define? Do you know who Rex County Orange is?
Nope.
Caliuchis. Do you know Caliuchis?
Nope.
No. Steve Lacy.
Heard.
Joji. You know.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
Joji
Joji.
kind of exists in that
Yeah,
space.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I see
Um.
what you mean.
Uh.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Like
Just from the Joji
Tyler
connection, I
the
see what you mean.
Creator. Tyler the
It's
Creator.
kind of like
A little bit of like kind of Rich Brian is in that.
yeah, yeah. It's like
A little bit of 88 Rising.
yeah, if
Claro.
you took like I don't know, this is just personally.
Frank Ocean.
If you took like emo rap but like slowed it down and put some more meaning into it.
No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I would say like it's sonically like the weird, or even I think his name is Kuko. Kuko. Kuko.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Mac
yeah.
DeMarco kind of also.
Mhm,
I don't know if you know who Mac DeMarco is, but even he exists in that space.
mhm.
It's
I
like
don't
I
know.
think that's a bit underappreciated.
Yeah,
Classic rock in our generation is underappreciated,
yep,
big time.
yep. Now I think the closest thing we're getting is pop rock.
Yeah, like Machine Gun Kelly
Machine
tried.
Gun Kelly, yep, there it
I
is.
mean, it wasn't great. Like I had higher expect. I was hoping the album would be better. I was hoping
Yeah,
for more songs like the one with Black Bear.
uh-huh.
Like that song is really
Yeah,
friggin' catchy, or even Bloody Valentine. But then he
mhm.
just like it was a bunch of nonsense. Shout out to
Yeah,
Machine
yeah,
Gun Kelly though. I think he's pretty interesting.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's an interesting dude. But yeah, like pop rock's the closest thing we're gonna get to that. But that's
mhm.
watered down.
Yeah,
Like get some kids like the thing about music now is it's not challenging. It's not Laugh Now,
it's
Cry Later is not a challenging song. Look at the top.
yeah,
Franchise isn't a challenging song.
yeah,
These are not challenging songs.
yeah. And I feel like there's no pressure at
Mhm.
all. Like there's obviously pressure to make it big in the industry, but there's no pressure with what you do. No matter what, you'll have your audience.
There's no
No matter
pressure.
no matter what you do.
Yeah,
Like don't get me wrong, there's pressure. Like if you want to make it, there's pressure. There's competition, but no matter what kind of music you make, you'll have an audience,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
you could be
If you
making
move
anything.
properly, unless you like are comfortable with 20 Insta followers and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but like yeah, that is a fair statement.
Yeah.
That is
Like there's before it used to be like, okay, you're either pop, rap, country, or hip hop.
mhm.
Now it's like, yo, we're genre bending so much.
But it's watered down genre bending.
Yeah.
Like Kane Brown, his shit, how it's like country, but also marshmallow beats behind. It's like
Yeah.
that's not music.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
no diss to Kane Brown, but you know what I mean.
Mhm. Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
Kane Brown won't be coming on the show. Whatever. But
Or
like,
you'll be coming. It'll be like a 30-second podcast.
yeah, he'll be like, "Fuck you, man." Like my Ford F-150. Okay, you know what? I
And
don't.
then but
I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna make songs that inspire me. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's a good impression. Is that? I don't know how it sounds. Like I don't have it.
It's uh,
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe with this whole show. It's like, is it worth 2 hours?
I think the thing that pulled me in the most about the show
Mhm.
was in the description it was your fourth favorite podcast.
Yeah,
That pulled me in. I hope you
everyone's
know
fourth.
that.
It's everyone's fourth. It's the world's greatest hangout show as well.
That pulled me in so much.
Mhm.
That was very intriguing. I'm like, I need to start listening to this right now.
I think even if I get to a point, or when I get to the point where I'm number one on the charts, it's still be
Yeah.
everyone's fourth
It'll
favorite.
still be your fourth. Yeah, yeah.
Because like if it's fourth on enough people's list, the algorithm pushes it to first.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying. But yeah, going back to mood, like challenging yourself sonically,
Mhm.
it's because there's a set like infrastructure or a set strategy to make your songs. Like you have the hi-hats, even with
Mhm.
pop music, like it's all the same shit. It's all the
Yeah.
same beat.
Yeah.
And just you kind of spit that out a couple times, you murder that
Mhm.
trend, and then you
Mhm.
find the next wave, murder that into the ground, and everybody hops on
Yeah.
it in every single different form. Dude, the baby was just on a friggin' Dua Lipa song. Dua Lipa's moving into like that space. Like it's just
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I see what
it's
you
there's
mean, yeah.
almost too much overlap
Mhm.
because of social media and this digital age where everybody can link up with anybody. It's
Yeah.
like maybe it's better. Maybe it's better if the baby's not. And no disrespect to the baby,
Yeah.
he bodies features.
Mhm.
No disrespect to him.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just using him because it's an easy example. Shout
Yeah.
out to the baby,
Mhm.
very consistent.
Yeah.
But like,
Come on the
uh,
podcast.
yeah, come on tell your story. Let's talk about existential thoughts while also talking about your aspirations to be the greatest rapper ever. Shout
Yeah.
out to baby. Shout out to
Shout out
baby.
to baby.
Shout out to baby. That's another motif of the show. Shouting out people that came off my platform 20 times over.
Oh my god.
Hey, shout out
Hey,
President
hey, hey.
Obama, man.
Since we're here, shout out Bill Gates.
Shout out Bill Gates, man.
Shout out Bill
Don't vaccinate me, fam. Don't bring that around here. But
Gates.
like, don't mess with me, bro. Don't mess with me.
Don't microchip me.
Yeah, don't microchip. I don't want that microchip vaccine. But yeah, I don't know. Shout out to the baby. But like, I don't think there should be that much overlap.
Mhm.
I think separation is good because then it just becomes the same. Then
I feel
everyone's
like
trying to be close to home. Like there's one spot for the overlapper,
uh,
and not
I feel
everyone
like
should do that.
I feel like at the same time, if that was the case, we wouldn't have Aiden Skira ex Hattie.
You know what? Fine. I just called out people who merge genres, and half the artists that come on the show fucking merge genres. I don't
Bro,
know.
I don't even know what I've
I
been
mean,
doing.
like on the commercial level, like
Okay, yeah, yeah,
that's what I was referring to when it becomes super super watered down.
yeah,
When you're still like, because like even look at Aiden's songs like from a year ago, or I'm sure you have songs in the vault from a year ago or 2 years ago to now.
yeah,
It's like he has a song, "Where Are All My Friends," right? The fucking mixing on that song is brutal. Aiden, you're the best, but even you said it. The mixing on that song is fucking brutal
yeah,
compared to now, where it's just like, what does he have? Did numbers within days because it's
oh
just
yeah,
an evolution.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Can I swear on the show? Is that cool? Can I?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Is that a bit too much? I don't know.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good. As long as it's everyone's fourth favorite
it's
podcast,
everyone's fourth favorite, so
then you're good.
because it would be pretentious to say if
It's
I'm
your
first.
show, not mine.
No, I know, but like sometimes when like we move in like an hour and a half
Yeah,
in and all that stuff. Usually when I'm like when the podcast was pre-taped, I would swear
yeah.
later on, just like a casual thing here and there.
Oh, okay.
But now that it's live, anybody can drop in. It's like their first 2 minutes in the
Oh,
show.
yeah,
Hey
yeah.
man, F this, shit that, like
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
I'm finna get a little bit more comfortable.
more
Ignore
comfortable.
the noise.
A marathon. We're doing a marathon here.
It's gonna
Doing
be
a
a
marathon here, boys.
4-hour podcast.
I mean, if you want that, I'm fine with it. I don't care. If you
I
gotta wake up in the morning, I don't know if
genuinely
you're eat.
I gotta wake up, but I don't really care.
All right, let's see how long this goes then.
All right.
You want to break records? We don't have to. We don't have to.
What's the longest record?
2 hours 45.
Ooh.
So I think that's too long. We don't need to do that.
Well, we'll
Let's
see.
see where this goes.
We'll
Let's
see
see
where
where
it
this goes.
goes. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna flip that question you asked on me back to you. Where do
All
you
right.
think you're gonna be in 10 years?
Driving a Range Rover in front of homeless people.
That's
Nah,
a
nah, nah.
cold.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
That's a
kidding.
cold
I'm
thought.
kidding. I'm
Hey,
kidding.
here's your money, you friggin'.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, that's
Um,
a cold thought. But also a
in
gangster
LA,
state.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, in LA. So at that point, like, because there's gonna be no opportunity in LA, like a world renowned coder is gonna be a homeless person. Hey, you friggin' bum. I graduated from friggin' MIT. It's like, yeah, shut up. I make rap music, you bum.
No, but realistically, uh, in 10 years, I I will hopefully have made a couple $1,000,000. You know, done good result wise from what I am now.
Mhm.
Hopefully moving on to making 1,000,000,000.
A bit. You want to be a billionaire?
I mean, okay, so what kind of motivates me in that sense of thinking is if I can make $1,000,000, why can't I make 1,000,000,000? If I can make $1, why can't I make 10? If I can make 10, why can't I make 20? If I can make 20, why can't I make 100? And so on and so forth.
The disease for more.
Yeah.
Man, I just got a notification about a mark I got. Just lit the
Oh,
fire
was
in me to say F school, and I'm dropping out, guys. I'm dropping out. I can't handle this.
you heard it here first.
I'm not dropping out, but it annoys me. School annoys me. It gets under my skin deeply.
Yeah.
It gets under my skin to a profound level.
Yeah, for sure.
Just don't like. I don't like feeling like time is just being sucked away from me.
Mhm.
Like, the hourglass, the
Yeah.
sand is just
Yeah, yeah,
falling, and that's what I feel like. And by every definition, another little grain of sand. Every repetitive question that's just
yeah.
meant for
Yeah, yeah.
another grain of sand.
Mhm. So
But yeah,
you're 17, no?
no, you're a bit older. You're like we're born you're October what, right?
October 4
I'm October 28th.
of 2004.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even with you, I thought you were in your 20s or something. I thought you were in your 20s. I find out this man's a
Yeah.
16.
Even
Yeah,
Swappo was like, "I thought you were 18."
yeah. You just
Yeah,
gotta. I don't know. There's like in high school, it's either like you look 12 or you
oh,
look
yeah,
like you have a mortgage.
for sure,
There's no
for
in
sure,
between.
for sure. I've been called the substitute teacher at school multiple times, multiple times.
I've seen subs that look younger than you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, you see someone like me but I'm also really short. Uh,
Really?
yeah,
Like Aiden's. I'm taller than Aiden, so I don't know where that.
I'm I'm about an ha uh, half an inch to an inch taller than Aiden.
Okay, so we're probably the same height.
I'm like 5'6" almost.
Yeah, okay, we're probably the same height.
Okay,
If not,
okay,
like height at this point,
okay.
I've
When
given
when
up on
when you're
like
when
I've
you're
given up on height.
when you're outside or you're at high school, are you usually the tallest or one of the
No, no,
shortest?
no, no. I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not up
So
there.
so we're about the same height.
I'm either like mid-range to lower. Like I've
Yeah.
given up on height. I'm gonna be like
Oh, yeah.
maybe hopefully I don't have a Napoleon complex, you know? But
Yeah.
like I've given up on that idea that I'm gonna be a 6 foot something guy.
Oh, no.
Which is a
Yeah.
weird thing. It's like I'm gonna be this height forever.
Yeah.
Forever
I
I'm
I'm
until I'm
I'm starting
you know.
to kind of, learn to live with it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sobering thought, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
Can't
Yeah,
can't
you're not
change
growing.
anything.
You're not gonna hit that Kyle Kuzma height.
I think, so check, how many people are currently watching
I
your
don't
live
know. The analytics on here are all goofy. They're all tremendously goofy.
'cause, I
On
think Max is watching right now,
there's
so I don't
one.
okay, so it's Max.
All
Hi,
right.
Max.
Hi Max. Hey bud. Can I call you bud? Are we there yet? No? Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, so,
That's
Yeah,
fine though, because the thing about lives is that you're getting two chances to get views when it's live and then when it's fully there.
for
So
sure.
I like from a business standpoint, it makes more sense to go live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Transition everything
I
to a
totally
live
agree.
show. Makes everything a whole lot better. But yeah,
Yeah.
just smarter. Trying to make the model smarter while not, burping up a storm.
Nah, you're good. You're
Man,
good.
this is called it's acid reflux, man. Achete.
Acid
Just really
reflux.
gets to you, man. I can eat like 8 hours before I have a show, friggin' fast, and I'll still like, viva la burp. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. It's everyone's fourth
Yep.
favorite podcast for a reason. It's not the most sophisticated thing.
There's a reason.
There's a reason. There's a method to the madness.
Yep.
Bro, it's really messing.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know.
no, no, you're good.
The struggles of having a low budget show. I've moved around like my house to do podcasts
Yeah.
a bunch. Like I got moved out of my old spot. Now I got this beautiful wall right here.
I don't even have a wall.
You got a corner.
I got a corner of pink stuff.
What do you? I mean, that's kind of cool though. That's almost a raw, rugged backdrop.
Yeah, it's almost the nice aesthetic.
It's a nice. It's a that'll be a Tumblr aesthetic, like
Yeah.
kidnapping aesthetic.
Trapped in the basement. Please help me
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah, like abandoned office aesthetic, and it's like they'll somewhat make it nice. It'll be like Euphoria, episode 4 aesthetic.
But there's
Like,
like a grainy overlay, so it
yeah,
looks nice. And
just put grain over everything, and it's like
looks
vintage,
perfect. Yeah.
vintage. I don't know if you saw that thing where it's like they're like they put a sepia filter over this Muslim lady, I suppose, with a hijab on, and they're like fighter
Yeah,
fighter
yeah.
pilot World War One or World War II, and she's like, I just went skydiving, guys,
Yeah,
shut
and
up.
then there's like a skydiving board in the back too that they didn't even remove.
And people were like, yes, this is so beautiful, this is
Yeah,
tremendous,
yeah.
terrific. Just like,
Oh man.
guys are dumb.
You know what I've been thinking about doing?
What?
So, do you remember way back when somebody who looked awfully a lot like Justin Bieber took a burrito and ate it like this?
Yeah, that was Yes Theory, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they got like insanely famous, like they that went worldwide. And then they did it again with Travis Scott, and they pretended that he was cheating on his girlfriend at the
That was a
time.
different dude, but that
Oh,
was messed up.
yeah. But
That
like
was a bit.
still like that they got insanely famous through that.
But don't do
But
that. Don't
there's no
because you don't want to be
think
known as the
exactly.
fad guy. You don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
be known as the fad because
yeah.
that'll never end well.
Not
Like there's no
not even like me. I just want to see somebody like do that.
do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll make it like they'll raise the stakes. It'll be like President
Mhm.
Trump,
Yeah. Well,
civil war on
that's what they did with the
fakes.
with the deep fakes.
Because eventually it's gonna become too good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be like, this guy said I'm chubby. All right, let's go to war.
Yeah, this deep fake his voice and say
Some arbitrary
Yeah.
stuff, and they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Especially because even just with persuading people, like I'm
Mhm.
sure there's some leaders where they can even botch their accent, but some people would still think that's legit, like
Yeah.
that's the person because
Yeah.
some people are ignorant to how people sound.
Mhm. Yeah.
Deep fakes are
Scary.
tricky.
Oh yeah,
Scary and tricky.
for sure.
I mean, I'm home tomorrow, so we can go a bit later. We can
Okay.
go late, which is good. Like if you
Alright.
want to go
Yeah,
later,
yeah.
we can. Let's go till 11. Let's do that.
I have French tomorrow.
That's it?
That's it.
One course a day?
So we have one course that repeats for the week, and then the week after that is a different course, and then it just goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I'm
rough.
doing biology and French.
That's rough. Yeah. That's like you gotta pace that out. Even with me, it's a bit tedious. The quadmester model is very tedious.
Yeah, quadmaster system is messed up. It
It's
sucks
like
because
if
last
you want
week,
to kill somebody's passion for something, Quadmaster's the way to go.
yeah,
I thought it was good at first. I was like, yeah, I like this model. No,
mhm.
no.
Last week I missed like 3 or 4 days of school
Oh,
because
okay.
I was playing football, and my whole body was just aching. Not a very active guy. Okay, my
Okay.
body was aching. Laid in bed for 3 or 4 days. Um, Missed the equivalent of a month and a half of school
Wow.
just in
Did you
three to
catch
four
up?
days. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what this test was about. That's
Oh,
why I
okay.
had to study like
Yeah, you're like, man,
crazy.
I gotta take a break, or I
Yeah,
can't come on tonight. And I'm like, respect. I understand. I understand why school is important. I'm in it. I gotta perform.
yeah,
Yeah. I
man.
mean, I wore a nice shirt tonight, so I'm a bit profesh.
I think I wore this to school. I'm not gonna lie.
Good. Who
Looks
cares? I
looks
I
looks
got I got a uniform, so you laugh at me. I like having uniform. I don't want to have a wardrobe. You get to save money on
Uniform is
it.
nice. Uniform is nice. I went to a school with uniform. You don't gotta pick what you look like. You don't gotta
Am
pick.
I a communist? No. Do I think uniforms a bit convenient? Yeah. Do I think communism is the way to go? No. You know,
Eh,
like
yeah.
setting a bit of some ground rules and just figuring. Don't jump to conclusions. I'm not breaking news. CFY host supports communism. He wants everyone to look the same. Tell me about this.
Oh my god.
Uh, it's just
Yeah.
people love to just jump to freaking conclusions. Just
Oh yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
that can't. If there's one thing that 2020 needs to get rid of, it's cancel culture.
For sure.
Just just get. We need a more empathetic way to look at life. Like we
Mhm.
just can't sustain. You said this that would hurt my feelings. We can't have that. Man. We
Yeah.
can't
Now it's
can't do that.
you hurt my feelings. Well, I'm canceling your life. That's it.
Yeah, and
No
I'm gonna go
job for you. No food for you. Nothing.
starve because you said something on Twitter. You bum. Like just shut up.
You you hurt my feelings over a screen, over a
There's a
digital
couple.
device.
There's a couple people who can exist outside of cancel culture. And those are people who just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
See what happens if you're just absolutely wild. Like,
Yeah.
don't get. I saw a Nav tweet today. He was like, "Life is pretty great when you don't give any fucks." Pardon my French. He said that, and I was just like, I relate to that on a
Yeah.
spiritual level. Nav is my
Yeah, yeah,
spirit animal.
for sure.
Hashtag Scorpio season. But are you a Scorpio? When's
No,
the
I'm a
date
Libra.
for?
I'm a Libra.
Okay. Lame. Loser. Man,
Hey,
loser.
it's
Scorpio.
OVO. It's OVO forever.
Is it?
October's very own.
Bro, Drake stole a whole month for himself. You can't do that shit. You can't do that shit. But
Hey,
like,
he stole a month for us October babies,
yeah,
okay?
yeah. He stole it from me. Bro, and I have prime real estate in October. The 28th is a friggin' blessed day. Actually, Bill Gates and I share the same birthday. A little bit weird, Bill. A little too close for comfort, man. Little bit. I also have the same birthday as Caitlyn Jenner, Frank Ocean, Julia
Damn,
Roberts.
damn.
Uh, let me search up
I
October
think
28th.
the only person that has the same birthday as me is Gashi. I don't know if you know
Oh
Gashi.
yeah, I know him. He has a
Yeah.
song with Sting that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's the only person that I know that has the same birthday as me.
Bill Gates, Matt Drudge, Joaquin Phoenix, and Eros Ramazzotti, an Italian singer. Matt Smith, I think that's the Doctor Who guy. Brad Paisley, and a bunch of other people. But I mean, Bill
Damn.
Gates, Julia Roberts, Caitlyn Jenner, Frank Ocean. I think you got enough
That's
flavors.
a good lineup right there.
You got enough
A
flavors of
multi-birthday
personality.
lineup.
Yeah, you have enough flavors of personality there.
Yeah.
I didn't flash my screen at the camera, did I?
No.
Perfect, tremendous. You got Frank Ocean, who's basically we got from cancel culture. Point on cancel culture. There's a couple people that can exist about that can exist outside of that. Let's move on to birthdays. Frank Ocean basically lives in a cave for 4 years, then drops a pretty great project. Bill Gates likes shanking people with needles. To each his own. Julia Roberts, tremendous actress. Great. Caitlyn Jenner, wild, peak athletic career, married into a wild family,
Yeah.
has been gender dysphoric her whole life. Late in her life, she transitions to become a woman. Tremendous. That's October 28th for you.
Yeah.
That's what you
That's
get.
a nice lineup right there.
And me, the fourth greatest podcast host in the
Fourth
land.
podcast
The
in the
fourth
land
greatest,
of the living and the non-living.
the land, bro.
The land.
I don't want to say I've colonized. that, that word has been taken to the extremes.
I've taken land from all of you.
Yeah, I'm taking land
Daily
from you.
podcast.
Breaking news. Podcaster admits to being a colonizer. Do you support colonization of indigenous land? No, I do not. But
You have to go and explain yourself.
yeah,
Every single thing you've said on this podcast.
yeah. People need to just chill. We like this comedian Jack Knight. I think that's it, or Jack's Knight. Jack Knight.
Yeah.
He has this joke about how Instagram models are the only bipartisan thing we have left. It's true. It's true. That's a great joke. I don't know if his name is Jack Knight or Jack's Knight, but he's wild. He's not that wild, but great joke. And that's true. Maybe we need more OnlyFans stars. Maybe we need more, maybe we need more acceptance to people who start OnlyFans.
Yeah. Did you hear about Cardi B's OnlyFans?
She makes like $8 million a month.
But it's her OnlyFans is specifically to show behind the scenes of music videos.
Yeah, that's a bit.
8 mil a month from that.
Yeah, I don't find Cardi B that interesting. Hot take.
Hey, but $8 million worth of people do.
I don't think misspelling tweets warrants $8 million a month for whatever the fucking platform. OnlyFans.
Man, if I was making 8
Also,
million
if you're on OnlyFans, follow the guidelines. I'm not saying everybody should have an OnlyFans account. If that's what you want to do and you're allowed legally, all the words, you get the point. I'm not saying everyone should have an OnlyFans account. You get the point. But anyways, continue.
Yeah, I mean, if I was making 8 mil a month, that's big amount of money, man.
If I was making 8 mil a month, I think I would buy like a big friggin' house in maybe Alberta.
Yeah. Bro, you could buy a house every single month, and you still wouldn't be poor.
No, you couldn't, because eventually that wealth will slow down. You have to pay all the utilities, expenses, mortgages on all of your house because you don't really own it. The bank does, and then you have to earn it. They're like, give me that bread, and they're like, okay, and you're like, okay, sure, and that's how houses work. Houses 101. So I feel like
housing, real estate 101. If anyone wants to be a real estate agent,
maybe that's why Cardi B wants out of the relationship with Offset to snag that bag.
I mean, she's snagging a pretty big bag already.
Yeah, she's got the biggest of bags. Bow.
She just wants a little bit bigger of a bag.
She wants to get that cashola drip with the WAP. So
yep.
What a freaking trashy song. But it's I trashed on it, but then it came on the radio and I was like, my dad put it, like it came up on shuffle.
Yeah.
And then you start popping your head to it. Wet and gushy. It's wet, it's gushy, it's fun.
You kind of just like
you gotta shake your head a little bit to it. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you're making 8 mil a month on like behind the scenes footage, you're doing something
right. By all means, make as many WAP songs as you want. If you're making 8 mil a month, there's no excuse to not make a WAP song.
Yes, there is. Don't pollute the culture, man. Don't. Like, how many people saw the WAP dance on TikTok? Like, what age of kids saw the WAP dance? Because then you're conditioned to
10 to 12.
Yeah, like that's not cool.
No.
Sorry, call me grandpa, call me this and that. I don't think kids should be learning about WAP, educated on the wide world of WAP. But it was a calculated business move on her part. She hasn't put out like a real song herself in a while, and then she puts out WAP and it does numbers like really big. She needed that shock value to driving the views. Good on her. She knows she has a smart team and she's capable and competent of
Shout
making
out
that
Cardi
bread.
B. Does she deserve a shout out? Nah.
Shout out Amy Schumer. I've trashed on Amy Schumer. I don't know. I don't think she deserves it. I don't like Amy Schumer all that much, but I think she's cool.
Same.
So she's cool enough to warrant a shout out. Cardi B though, I think you don't want to pollute the culture.
You know what?
So
Shout out Offset instead.
yeah, shout out. All men are kings. Hashtag all men are kings. You know. Yeah, bro. Why would you like celebrity is so like? Why would you want to be a celebrity?
I would
What's
love to
the
be a
value?
celebrity.
Why?
Uh,
Is fame something you aspire for in your music career? Like, is that one of the main motivators of why you do things? Do you want to be famous?
um, I don't feel. Wow, that was a deep question. Um,
Maybe.
I don't feel like I want to be famous as much as I want to be able to influence people. I wanna be able to like, for example, I was just talking about this the other day with Aiden. Like, I want to be able to take someone's mindset and not okay. No, that sounds like I'm like a
Hey, easy, Bill Gates. Easy,
brainwashing
buddy.
people.
Easy, buddy.
No, but
Easy, Kim
like
Jong Un.
I
No, I'm
want to be
kidding.
able to influence people's emotion,
In a
right? And the
positive
only
way.
way in a positive way for sure. So like I want someone to be able to let my music resonate with them and
Okay.
let my music almost give them hope.
All right.
Give them a sense of, and it's weird for me to be saying that because my music isn't like that. My
Yeah.
music isn't all, "Oh, I love you," this and that, right? Or heartbreak or
Yeah. Because that
depression or
becomes
that.
corny. That then you become
Yeah,
Logic circa
yeah.
2017.
For me, my music is more like if you like it and if you listen to my music, you'll you'll be able to understand who I am. It's
Mm-hmm.
not as much like, "Oh, I'm just listening to this guy's music," right? I wanna eventually make my music so that I'm telling a story. Like, I want people to understand who I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get this deeper connection.
Do you think that comes from a place of maybe entitlement, like you feel entitled to connect with other people, or do you want to like that's kind of my question, if that makes sense.
Mm. Well, like the reason behind it almost?
Yeah, like do you feel entitled? I don't know if that's the right way to word it or the right way to
Yeah,
look at it, but like do you feel as though like you're deserving, like you're capable of being that influence for people, like you have the power to, or you even have the capability to connect with people on that level.
yeah. Well, like, honestly, from what my music is right now, no.
Hmm.
But
So how are you gonna?
but
So that goal in mind, how are you
but
gonna go from like okay.
but when it comes to seeing people like for example, Max Joy,
Hmm.
right? Just which is just one example, right? When it comes to seeing like kids, I'll say kids like Max Joy that say, "Look, I honestly really respect your music and I respect the hustle and I want to aspire to be someone like you." Right? In my mind, that's that's changing someone,
Hmm.
right? Because he's told me that I was almost his foundation for music.
Huh.
And that's being able in my mind, that's being able to change someone,
Hmm.
right?
I get
That's
that.
that's
I
what
get
I
that.
look
So
at, yeah.
you wanna change people, not in a bad way, not in a Bill
Not a
Gates
bad
way.
way. Not in a, "Well, you must see my mindset or else
Yeah,
you're"
not
no.
a not. Who knows if Bill Gates is really all that evil? If he is, then
Who knows if Bill Gates is real? Bill Gates is just an algorithm
fake facts. What if Bill Gates is just
hiding
a deep
behind a
fake?
puppet.
Yeah. What if Bill Gates was just a construct created by the elite to send a message to the people and
We'll
to
never
get
know.
people conditioned to using technology Bro,
Oh,
now we got something on our hands.
that's for a whole
By the way,
different
if I
podcast.
pull back from the mic like this,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
yeah.
I'll just pull into the mic because it makes more sense. What am I trying to do? But yeah, I don't know. Goals are important, and I think
Goals.
I think I think the idea to influence when the right mentality or kind of the right intentions are there is something, you know, um, really. What's the word I'm looking for? It's something almost beautiful, kind of.
Yeah.
But when it comes from a selfish place,
Mhm.
then it's tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
it becomes tricky.
I like these deep questions.
I don't know. It
Makes
just
me
went from
makes
like,
me think.
man, Offset's really, is he chasing that bag to like, tell me about your life.
Yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
about everything.
No,
Tell me.
I enjoy this. I enjoy these
I guess that's the point. It'll just be random. It's just random shit thrown at people. Just random ideas.
yeah.
We were talking about the universe and Cardi B, bro. Cardi
in the
B. I
same
can't believe Cardi
in the
B's a real
same
figure in the universe. It's in the same
Yeah,
conversation,
yeah.
bro. Cardi B's a real friggin'. There's a person named Cardi B. Well, that's not a real name, but like that's a thing.
Damn.
That's wild.
That hit hard.
That that slaps, bro. Is that a slap? Is that a slap?
That's a pretty slap.
That's a slap. There's still one person hanging on. Is that Max?
Probably.
Shit.
Let's see. Let's see if there's a on Instagram DM. Let's see.
No, no, no. No. This Young. Who's Young? At 10:25. Oh man, sorry I didn't see the live chat. I usually don't interact with the live chat. I don't think it's. I
Oh,
think it throws off the conversation.
I didn't even see that.
That's Troy. We've been there. Always be your bud. Thanks, G. Thanks, G.
I
Thanks,
have a
Max.
question.
All right, go
Um,
shoot.
since I know for like all of us, we've been getting a lot more compliments and a lot more people saying, "Oh, well, I'm starting to like your stuff." How do you personally deal with compliments like that?
I mean, like I'll crush. I feel like in a way I have the ability to crush my own self-esteem on my own.
Yeah.
So getting compliments isn't really a big thing. And I have a healthy self-esteem. Like I
Mhm.
don't look in the mirror and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm fug." Like I'm not that. I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with who I am. I
Yeah.
just mean like everything I do up to now, I have a certain disdain for. I'm
Mhm.
happy. I like the journey, but the byproduct of the journey pisses me off. Like
Mhm.
even like when I forgot that little blip, that little thing we were talking about early in the beginning,
Yeah.
like that was still lingering in the back of my mind, like
Yeah.
up until like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like that still bothers me.
Mhm.
So stuff like that will crush any compliment I get and humble me in
Okay.
a way.
Okay.
So I'm my own worst enemy. Like I'm my own
Yeah.
worst critic. Like
How
I
do you
treat myself like the worst YouTube comment on a YouTube video. That's my mentality. You have to
Yeah.
be the worst YouTube comment to humble yourself if you have high self-esteem.
How do you like how do you almost directly respond to a compliment?
Just thanks. Oh, thanks, man. I really like just be genuine because
Yeah.
sometimes it's just like some people feel like they're deserving of compliments, and I'm definitely not that person. I'm
Mhm.
also not trying to pat myself on the back like I'm some sort of,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
honest genius. Like,
For sure.
don't get me wrong. If you want to compliment me, feel free to do so.
Yeah, yeah. For sure.
Like, I don't know. I just don't feel a sense of entitlement to compliments.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
So, in terms of like dealing with it,
yeah.
I don't know. Just keep
'Cause like
moving, keep
I don't
plowing
know.
forward.
I brought it up with like with Aiden or
Mhm.
mentioning him once again. I brought it up with him on a FaceTime call, and he's like, there it isn't really awkward, but there's just this like there's this weird interaction where you kind of have to like you have to acknowledge that you you're like thanking them, but you don't want to make them feel like you don't really care,
Mhm.
right? So like I think the most genuine thing that all of us artists send are the like the
I'm
prayer.
not really an artist.
Yeah, I know, but like
You can consider this an art, but you really have to do some mental
Yeah.
gymnastics to get there.
No,
I
I'm
think.
talking about like all of us as in not artists, my bad.
Yeah,
As
or
in
just
just
like people. Yeah, who
this
cares?
industry, this
I get.
industry,
Yeah, yeah.
the entertainment industry,
Show biz, if
showbiz.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
we
just
reply
you
with
send the prayer.
the
Yeah,
the prayers
because
and
it's
then
almost like a sign of like submission. Kind. I'm
yeah,
not saying prayers
yeah,
are submission. I'm not saying prayers are submit. Just listen to me. Listen to me, people. If you're checking out, listen to me. Prayer hands. It's a sign of like
thank you.
gratitude. It's like the
Gratitude.
purest form of gratitude, not submission. The purest form of gratitude. And I think there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, but like for
Yeah.
me, like I feel like when I just respond with that and I say thank you, for example, like I feel like the person on the other side is kind of like, oh, this guy's just throwing it off to the side, like he doesn't really
No,
care.
if you compliment me, I genuinely like take like
Yeah, that's
when
what I'm
you
saying.
DM'd me before and you're like, man, you're gonna be big. I
Yeah,
was just like, wow, how do
yeah,
you think I'm gonna be big? I'm gonna be big. It's
yeah,
gonna it's just I have that idea in the back of my mind, but
yeah.
sometimes it's healthy and it's good to just
For like
reinforce that idea.
for me,
Because like
like
no,
yeah,
go.
all right. For me, it's like I do genuinely think like, wow, like this person actually is liking what I'm doing. You know, they're like they're telling me they like what I'm doing, but it's like the only response that can come to my head is like, "Oh, sorry." That's it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't really think much else. Even though, like in my mind, I'm like this person thinks my stuff is great. I don't know. It's just it's something that I've brought up to multiple people before, and they're kind of like, I think the most common thing is just this, and then thank you.
Let's move on. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Or I'll be like, thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. It
yeah,
means a lot.
yeah,
Like if somebody's gonna go out of their way to compliment it, like you
yeah.
best believe I'm gonna
But I don't know what else I could do besides just the thank you.
send them a gift card. What do you want? At that point, it's like the
50
transaction is done.
$50 Best Buy gift card.
Listen, the interactions. There's a certain like commercial or like there's like a business to it kind of thing. Like every
Yeah,
interaction, the
yeah.
transaction is over at that point.
Mhm,
Thank you. I think your stuff is great. That's the
mhm,
compliment. Return. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. I'll remember this. Whatever.
mhm.
For that moment in time, that interaction has ended.
Huh. But what I'm thinking is, um, now I might be going off on a on a babble, if that's what you'd like to call
Okay,
it.
keep going. It's cool. I
But,
don't mind.
what if that interaction didn't have to end there?
What if you can like what? What's the
What
idea?
if what if, for example
Oh, are you cutting out? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. You still there?
uh-oh.
Okay, you're good.
Are
You're
you
good.
back?
Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. What
Instead
if
of
the interaction
taking
didn't end there?
um, so instead of taking this person that's a fan of yours, um, what if you could turn them into a super fan almost?
Ooh.
I don't know what it is.
I think that's a healthy thing to have when you don't have the most listeners.
Super fan isn't the right terminology to
I
use.
get your train of thought though.
Yeah, like I hate just having to be like, "Thank you." That's it. And then just have that conversation end right there. Like a
Mhm.
lot of the times I'd be like, "Thank you." Like, "Where are you from?" Right? And then
Yeah,
I'd try to start a conversation like that, but like I don't know if that feels like awkward or like I don't
normal.
know.
I mean,
I'm going off on a
I
random
guess if
rant
you
right
don't
now.
want
I
it
hope
to
you
be
know
more
that.
of a if you want it to be less of a transaction, more of
Yeah,
like fostering friendship, then
yeah.
that's the way to go. And
I'm going off on something
I'm
random
not
right now. I
saying
hope you
when I
know.
said like transaction, I'm not saying I look at life like a transaction because that's
Mhm.
a weird way to live.
Yeah,
A friggin' cold way to live. That's a
yeah,
sociopathic.
yeah,
Friggin' that's a cold way to live.
yeah, for sure. And
But yeah,
it's not even like, um, I don't know. I'm just going off on something right now.
yeah.
I'm not gonna
Like
lie.
I feel like good point. Good point. The building friendships out of that stuff
Yeah,
because then there's a bigger connection made there.
Mhm.
And if you want to look at like a business, which is weird, the business of emotions is weird, then that person will be more likely to spread the word to other people. Oh man,
That's
this
what I'm
guy's
thinking.
awesome, kind
That's what
dude.
I'm thinking.
But you
'Cause
can't have that thought in the back of your mind because then it becomes something unnatural. It
yeah. Yeah.
becomes something cold and very
Like,
foreign.
for example, like, let's just say someone messages you, uh, "Hey, I love the podcast, this episode, this was my favorite part."
Mhm.
And instead of just responding with, "Hey, like, thank you, I really appreciate it," you say, "Hey, thank you, I really appreciate it. Where are you from?" for example. And this person says, "Oh, I'm from what, Utah in the States." Wow, that's interesting. And then you guys have a whole conversation. What are the chances that this person is gonna go to their friends or go to their family and be like, "Hey, you guys should listen to this person's podcast," rather than if you just went, "Thank you, I really appreciate it,"
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, that builds connections, and that's
But
what
I
you
feel like
that's
it can only go on for a certain amount of time.
because
There's
once you
only
become too
certain
big, it becomes unmanageable.
yeah,
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
if you want to like really cement your day one kind of thing, then
Mhm. Then that's what it would turn into. Whoever's like,
this is the 43rd episode of the show, and it's
"Damn."
barely, but it's like barely started in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
like it's barely started.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just the way the format is. I can pump out so many episodes
Mhm.
because it's long form. I have a new guest on. It's something new every time, more or
Yeah,
less. So
yeah.
that's why I have the ability to do that. And a lot of the episodes are long too.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
this
man.
is episode 43, and it's only yeah. I think it's episode 43.
Oh, no, you just made me go
No, no, no.
43.
It's 43. It is episode 43, and we're only going up from here. That's the goal, at least. What time is
Yeah, for
it?
sure. It is 10:52.
We can do 20 more minutes if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
If that's cool with you, if you want
Yeah,
to do that. Let's
yeah,
go to
that's
two
fine.
hours and like 30 minutes. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like,
Mm.
this is episode 43. It's a high volume show. It's just the
Yeah,
format and better guests will come out. Not saying you're a bad guest. This has been great.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but like bigger named guests, if
Mhm,
you will,
mhm.
more diverse set of guests, not in
Yeah.
terms of like ethnicity. I think that's a little bit weird when you're going after people just for ethnicity. And businesses do this a lot when they target people.
Yeah.
Like that's I mean like odd ways of thinking. I'm into that.
I like that, I like that.
But sure, I don't
Mm.
care what listen, I'm invested in interesting people. I don't
Yeah.
care you can be a friggin' alien for all I care. I don't. And that's a cliche friggin' 40-year-old mom thing to say, but like that's just the way it is.
Hey, man.
That's just the way I feel.
Hey, shout out to any aliens out there that wanna come
Uh,
on the
There's
podcast.
no, don't I don't want smoke from aliens, bro. I don't wanna mess with it. Aliens freak me out. No disrespect to aliens, but you know, y'all are a funky bunch. What if we're viewed as aliens to somebody else?
Probably are. The first the
Yeah.
first the first human that saw a dog, the dog probably was probably like, "What the fuck is this thing?"
Yeah.
Right?
Even like the idea of having a dog in your house is weird if you
Yeah.
think about it. It's like
Yeah.
we're coexisting with a different species of something.
So,
It's like, why are
okay,
you in my
you
house? You should
you just
I thought
brought up yeah, keep going.
no, you go, you go, you go.
No, 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 keep going, keep going.
No, I don't have my point. My point ended. I'm just like, dogs are wild, bro. You know?
Um,
Ugh,
you
dogs
brought
are
up a
wild.
really good train of thought that I've had for
You're
quite a
welcome.
while now. I have a cat. I have
Okay.
a little cat, his name is
Cats
Simba. Hey, this cat is a little bit weird. He acts like a dog, okay?
Mhm.
Not gonna lie. And I was thinking, and I'm like, let's just say some friendly extraterrestrial did come down and was chilling at my house, and he knows the very basics of English, but not the very basics of life. And I try to explain to him that there's this hairy creature that's this little hairy creature that walks around my house. He sleeps, eats, poops, and pees in my house, and he lives here rent free. How do I that sounds so weird to explain to someone,
To like, yeah, I mean, to like an alien. It is a weird train of thought.
right? It's like
What are you doing here? And you're a hassle to me, but I'm doing it for my pleasure.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
like that's just kind of what kids is. You realize?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, gotta
I
leave
don't
this right
know.
here
It's
for
a
now. But yeah, that's
funny
kind of
thing
what
to
kids
think
is like.
about.
Yeah, man. Hopefully this pandemic is over somewhat soon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's getting a bit annoying. It has been. It's been almost. It's over half a year,
Mhm.
and time has gone by fast too. It's not
Oh,
like
yeah. Well, I just the house that I'm in right now, I just well, I thought of it to be recently for the longest time.
mm,
I moved in November 2019,
yeah,
and it feels like it was only, like, 4 or 5 months ago. That it's been almost a year,
mm,
and
yeah.
that's crazy.
The way I visualize time doesn't help. Like I view years as I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but I view years as like things that are stacked up on top of each other.
Mhm.
That's how I view time.
Okay.
So like to get from like 2020 to 2018, you would be cutting through a year and then landing on that spot, almost like a wormhole kind of thing. Like I
Mhm.
look at time vertically. That's just me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help when you think about like that how fast time is gone.
Mhm. That's scary.
And like yeah, like it's almost like it's slipping, it's fleeting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
I think the most scary thought that's associated with time is, like, it's not coming back.
No, this is the
There's
youngest you'll ever be, but also the
Yeah,
oldest you've have been up to this point.
yeah, yeah. I think that's my scariest thought when it comes to time. It's just
Yeah,
like, 20 minutes ago, I'll never be able to relive that, ever.
yeah, that's gone.
Hey,
Hmm.
let me know if my mic starts to, like, buzz.
No, it's
If it
good. It's good.
Okay, okay, cool. 'Cause
It's good
what
so
usually
far.
happens is, after, like well, it usually happens at, like, 4 or 5 hours, but if it's turned on
Okay.
straight for, like, 4 or 5 hours, it just starts to buzz to let me know that it's about to overheat.
Oh, okay, that's cool. You got a nice mic. The audio quality is great. What kind of mic is that actually?
It's a Aston Stealth.
Oh,
Aston microphones, they make really, really nice microphones. I use this for recording, so that's my excuse.
this thing is rusty as well. That's what we're dealing with. This is why it's everyone's fourth favorite show.
I use
But
this
like,
for recording. That's my excuse of having an expensive mic on
no,
this
I'm
podcast.
looking into better stuff eventually. It'll evolve. There'll be a studio for this show. There's gonna be
You should look into, a condenser. I
hmm.
think you would really like condenser. Condenser is, XLR, this little cable
Yeah,
thing.
no, I'm definitely
Yeah,
looking at not moving away from USB
yeah,
microphone.
yeah, for sure.
I'm
I
looking
think
at
you would benefit from that a lot.
no, in
Even
terms
though
yeah,
the quality of this podcast is insane.
really?
It is yeah.
Really? I
Well,
don't think so.
in comparison to where it started,
Yeah, I
I think
mean,
that the quality is a lot better.
sure, because it started from going over it was a phone call.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was a
That makes
phone
sense.
call. It was legit from this device.
Uh-huh,
I would speak into it. Another person would be hooked over the hosting platform.
uh-huh.
A direct call. It would go. It would
Mhm.
process right away. And that was that. Now it's become more of a
It's
process.
proper, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The video aspect changes a lot
Oh, yeah,
in
for
terms of
sure,
maximizing on content. I like
for
video.
sure.
Like I like video. Like
Yeah,
even any podcast I watch, it's on YouTube.
yeah, yeah,
I don't mind like if
yeah.
the podcast isn't on YouTube, then I'll like I really like the show called No Agenda with
Mhm,
Adam Curry and this guy John C. Dvorak.
mhm,
It's a fun political show, and I
yeah,
listen to that on like Google.
mhm.
But I don't know. I like video, and video
I
is
think the only other podcast that I watch besides yours is the, Misfits podcast.
I don't. I've heard things about that, but I don't even know what it's about,
Do you
bro.
know,
If you want a wild,
Swagger Souls?
no, I don't.
Do you know Fitz?
No,
Okay, so they're a bunch of gaming YouTubers, and
yeah,
they started a podcast.
yeah. I
And
know they have a deal with Spotify that gets them video on
yeah,
Spotify.
yeah, yeah.
There's a couple. I thought Joe Rogan was the only guy who had video on Spotify. I was wrong. There's a couple.
They just recently got it a couple months ago.
Yeah, H3 also H3 podcast also has video with Spotify. Bro,
Yeah,
if Spotify really wanted to be wild with it, they would allow video for all users.
yeah.
But then it would become less coveted, and that's a bit
It
annoying.
it would be less of a
Because
podcast and
yeah,
more of like
a
a
show.
video shoot. Yeah,
Yeah,
a show. Yeah, yeah, you're right. A
more of a
show.
show. That's what this is gonna be eventually. Michelle
Oh yeah,
Obama's got a podcast. Listen, one Hillary Clinton has a fucking podcast. Like
yeah,
all these guys have podcasts.
yeah, yeah.
It's becoming the new thing, and I don't like that. This should be the place where I don't like that. It should be the land of the misfits, if you will. Not the show the misfits, but misfit people, where
Mhm.
people just, divert from the world. It's becoming a trendy thing, and that's kind of it annoys me.
Yeah.
But
There was
yeah.
someone in the comments said you got to check out some clips of Misfits Gaming.
Oh,
Really
that's
do.
my
They're hilarious. They're
that's
honestly hilarious.
all right. I'll check it out. But
Yeah.
nah, I don't. I'm not a big gaming guy. I like Minecraft, and that's about it.
They're more of comedy than gaming. I think that's why I like them more.
If you want if you want like the best comedy podcast
Yeah.
right now, it's called Your Mom's House with Tom
I've
Segura.
I've heard of that. Heard
Okay,
of it.
it takes a bit of getting into because there's
Mhm.
so many inside jokes, but
Yeah.
once you get into it, it's the best comedy podcast. I haven't experienced a comedy podcast that's better than that.
Mhm.
It's genius. It's
Damn.
terrific.
Yeah.
It's wild, it's raunchy, it's gross,
Mhm.
but dude, like you get into the flow of it, you
Mhm.
learn the lure of some of the people that are featured in it,
Yeah.
and it's like the best comedy podcast.
Damn. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
It's I'll send you the episode. It's not for everyone, so you might not
Yeah.
dig it, but
Yeah.
like it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's dark. I like it. It's fun. It brings me joy in a time that is odd. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I feel like for example, the Misfits podcast, they talk about like literally anything.
So
Like
kind of like this.
kind of like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Where it'll just start with like how the world started, go to Cardi B, go to Evolution, and then it'll
I thought you
just
were
be
talking about the Misfits podcast for a second. I'm like, this
no,
is
no, no, no.
mine.
That sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, it's almost like I live this. You got to check out some. I don't know if I'll check out Misfits gaming clips. I don't know if I'm that invested. Bro, you know what? If you're down, let's go another 20. Let's
Yeah.
break the record. Let's make this.
Alright, let's break the record.
Let's make
Let's
this
do it.
because it's 11:02, right? It's 11:03 right now. Last night
Yeah,
I went
it makes sense. It
and
makes sense.
I was in person. So let's if
Let's
you're cool with it, if you're
yeah,
cool,
yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
if you don't want
Um,
to,
I low-key, like, might turn my mic off just in case, like, my dad comes down or something.
okay.
He might just be, like, checking up on me, but yeah, no, I'm down.
All right,
Down to
okay.
keep going.
That's all good. Yeah. The Misfit
I have
man,
many, 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 messages. I'm just gonna
many messages. All right.
message
Check them. Check them a little bit. Check to see what's going on.
do you wanna say hi to actually, is Aiden even in this? Do you wanna say hi to Aiden?
Is Aiden, are you talking to him now?
Yo, is Aiden here? No. Yo, say what's up to the conversations from yesterday podcast. I'm on it right now.
Hey. Oh, yo. There you go.
Wait, who's on that now? Who's on that now?
Right now there's Yona and Honest.
Do they want to hop on now? Do they want to hop on the show?
Do you guys want to hop on the show? Sure. Right now?
I'm down.
They said they're down.
Okay, let's figure this out.
All right, bet.
Let's figure this out.
Let's do it.
I know Honest's email. I think I have it.
I can forward you Yona's email.
All right. Okay.
All right, yeah, I should be able.
Frick, I forgot Honest's email. What's Honest's email?
He uses I think he has your email.
Oh, he's good to go. Okay.
Yeah.
You can use my other one too.
Is it in your bio?
Tate, is your email in your bio?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot which one it is.
And then I sent you Yona's email just now.
Okay.
All right, boys. I'll see you guys on the podcast.
Great.
Easy. All right.
All right.
I have a bigger guest list than expected.
Oh, good.
Hey, then that means we could break the record with more than just us two.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, okay, that's it. Send. Okay. Now send out another email.
I forwarded you to, or I sent you the email.
On what? On my email? Did you email me?
Yeah. Should have got it.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Okay, cool. I just want to see.
I didn't flash my phone I didn't flash my screen at the phone at the thing at all.
I don't believe so. No.
Okay, tremendous.
Okay, cool.
I think that's it. Is that the email? Ay. Sorry if you're listening on audio right now and you have if you're waiting for this.
Oh yeah, and you just have no idea what's going on.
Some more guests are being added to the show. Ay. Okay, I think we're good.
All right.
The victory lap is gonna have some added people, which is interesting.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's see if we can get Aiden Skira on this too.
If you want to, this is gonna be a clusterfuck, but that's okay.
He might low-key be like sleeping.
Or
not home. Or not home. He's usually not home around this time. You know, teenage boys.
I'm
always home.
Yeah. I'm not especially now. I would be going out more.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Let's see if they're in yet. Oh, they haven't accepted the link yet. All right. But yeah. I don't go out that much. I do, but I don't. If that makes sense.
I go out whenever I need to be going out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been weird with COVID.
Yeah, for sure.
Faux
show.
Haven't been able to.
Hey yo.
How's it going?
He's back on. This is the unofficial return. Sorry guys, you won't be featured. This is HADI's episode, but you are back on.
We're breaking the conversations from yesterday podcast record for the longest episode.
And you're a part of it.
Of course. Good to know.
You're a part of it.
Good to be here, guys.
Yeah, you know it is. You better be grateful.
I'm appreciative always.
You better be, or else.
So what are you guys chatting about? What's going on?
We talked about God and the universe, and then we talked about Cardi B and the WAP and how she has $8 million a month off OnlyFans. So it's been about
I can see how the conversation kind of took its natural course then.
Yeah. It went
from God to WAP. Yeah.
Redundant, one might say. Similes, one might say.
Quite nearly.
Joke, God, I love you.
If you
I'm joking.
If you send the email to Aiden Skira, he'll hop on for a bit.
He will?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
There it is.
Oh, this is gonna be great, boys.
Okay.
It's gonna be a party.
All right.
Yes, sir. Party with HADI. See, now we can actually have a party.
It's gonna be brutal walking upstairs. I have to stay quiet, right?
Oh, true.
I have to stay quiet for the dog. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to tiptoe my way up.
I think my cat is sleeping somewhere down here. I don't know. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Honest, how you been?
I've been good, man. I'm just trying to hop back on so I can see you. There you go.
Yeah.
It's been good.
I sent an email to Aiden. Sorry to
No, you're good.
No worries, man. You're good. Julian, is this part of the Spotify episode?
Is this?
Yeah. Will it be on Spotify?
It's on it's everywhere.
Nice.
It's
as
on
usual.
15 different audio platforms right now.
There you go.
It's just too much. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Trying to get Yona to join. He said he was going to.
Honest, are you going political on me? I noticed that you had Biden Harris 2020 in your Insta bio. Are you going political? Have you gone?
Yo, I just had that. I just had that in my. I just had that in my hashtag.
Why?
I didn't have it in my bio.
Yo, is he an SE? Is he an engine? Is he an optimization master? Does he know what it takes to get the views?
Dude, I just might. That's the thing. I didn't want to stoop as low as putting Trump in, but I figured I'd use Biden just while it's hot, you know.
I mean, has Biden ever been hot? Biden's pretty like he's pretty
He's
chill.
kind of lukewarm.
When is
I think that's
when has
honestly
Biden not been hot?
Yeah.
That was a great response.
I think no, and listen, I'm not a Trump guy. I don't care for. I think that salute at the top of the White House was one of the most depressing things I've ever seen. Like that was the definition of the fall of an empire.
The
Like
White
that,
House is scary.
oh, okay.
The White House is genuinely scary. Hey,
Oh,
Yo, what's good, bro?
What's up,
What's
Yona?
hi.
I remember being in Washington, and we went to visit the White House, and it seemed to be that there was snipers on the top of the White House. People just standing there, and I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah, they have that.
Yeah. They're
Crazy. That's for the protesters if they get too close.
yeah. I think there was something going on at the time. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, man.
Something about homelessness in DC or something.
I think
They were
Oh,
taking pot
I
shots.
don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know what DC's homelessness populate, like how many homeless people there are in DC, but I can't imagine like I know that there's a lot of money flowing through DC at all times because of just politics and stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure 8 of the 10 wealthiest counties in the US are around Washington DC.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yona Holy. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah, hold on. My audio's tripping.
Your audio's tripping? All right. That's okay. Is
Dude,
Aiden
how y'all been?
on?
Aiden is trying to come right now. He's downloading Chrome for some reason.
All right.
Yeah,
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's living under a rock using Safari.
Yeah, Julian, how's my sound, by the way? Is that all right?
This perfection.
All right, cool. It's just the AirPod. No good mic here.
Yeah. That's all good. You don't
Mine's
need that.
probably horrible right now, right?
Yeah. It's all good.
That's pretty good. All right.
I don't even know if it's going through my mic or not, but whatever.
Yeah.
How y'all been from the last time that I've talked to you?
I've been good myself. How about you? How about you, Yona? How you been, man?
Chilling. I mean, I don't know, making crazy shit. Like, yeah, I just stepping out the box is the main thing.
There you go.
Yeah, and then find because I go on Omegle and just look for musicians to like work with, and like I'll find like hella people that are like either mad good rappers or just like artists or piano players and shit like that, and I'll end up like working with them or even sampling them.
Yeah.
Is Aiden in? No. In.
I believe he's loading in.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Yona's been cooking up something pretty crazy recently. He's trying to get us all on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this girl I met on Omegle, and she's a mad good singer. So
Use Omegle?
I do. Yeah, literally to find artists
Have you had any like sketchy interactions on Omegle?
all the time, but it's
Just
like
seen it.
Is that the,
linking off and shit. Like,
the point of it?
nah, it's not. It's
Oh,
if you use like the TikTok filter or like the filter that like or music filter or anything where it like
Holy
filters.
smokes, there's
Right.
too many people.
Yo, what's good, Aiden? But yeah, that's where you see less dicks
Yo.
and there's no more normal people. So I found mad good musicians on it. And like now
Okay.
I'm working with those people.
Here's the thing. In like 16 minute, like 11:30, I got a dip because you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
16 minutes of fun. Hate to be the grandpa who's like,
let's
gotta
go,
No worries, man.
It's gonna be the newest episode. Do you guys wanna introduce yourselves?
the longest episode.
Longest and
Yeah.
newest. You wanna
Longest
introduce
end, like
yourself?
this just got wild real quick.
What do we say?
What's the
You
name
wanna
of
introduce yourselves?
okay, what's the name of this collective though that you got going on? Like, does it have a name?
Yo.
Because it can't just be with like HADI, honest, Aiden Scare, Yona Holy. Like that's a haiku. What's your
Yeah.
We have slot name, no?
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
How we do.
That shit's gone though. That shit's gone.
Yeah.
But,
We lost a couple people along the way.
yeah.
Couple man down.
Yeah.
I think we're a collective, on occasion, and we kind of mix and match, when
yeah.
artistically it makes sense, we kind of do our thing, but
so is it more of like a Brockhampton thing? Is it kind of like that where you have
can you imagine?
solo careers, but you're still invested in each other's careers kind of thing?
kind of, I
I
guess.
think
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
more of just like
I think it's late. Yeah. That's the vibe you get. Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
we're more of just like a group of artists that just have a really strong connection with each other.
That's facts.
Yeah, we're just
That's
boys.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
We're friends.
Just friends that I met through music, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm closer with these guys than I am to people that I see on a day-to-day basis.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's same. Yeah, same here. Honestly, like
Like I talk to these guys more than I talk to regular people.
We talk about
Yeah.
girls and shit like that sometimes. So it's like,
yeah.
you want to give me some tips on like on snapping girls and stuff like that. So we're talking.
Yeah. We basically just complain, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Damn.
lot of that.
Yeah.
No,
You
I've
know.
been lacking in the girl game lately.
Really? You're not
Right.
pulling? You're not pulling?
Not
much?
at the sort of like
Sort
dude,
of.
sort of like I don't know. Like I'm too lazy to link. Because they all like all the good girls are like up in Vancouver, which is like 10 miles away. I don't have my license yet. I'm getting that shit soon, but like, and I'd just rather link with my friends, right? Like,
Oh, yo, you know what was super trippy?
what?
I was looking through Snap Map, and so like what Yona was saying, right above him is Vancouver, and I thought it was Vancouver, BC. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I didn't. I'm like, wait, I was tripping. I was honestly tripping for so long.
Yeah,
It
bro.
was hard.
Yeah.
My mind was going in circles.
They have Ontario in California, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, they do.
There's an Ontario improv comedy club. That's why I know about Ontario, because I follow some comedians.
Oh,
Mm.
okay,
Shit, I don't even know where Ontario is.
I don't
You
either.
say
but
Ontario,
it's in
Canada?
California.
All right, California?
I
Ontario.
think it's SoCal. Bro, is your house burnt down? Are you okay?
No. I'm in a city, so I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not there anymore, but my family's there still. So
Oh, ew.
I'm in BC now.
You are? Oh,
I'm Vancouver Island. Yeah, I'm
He's
at
with
school.
Canadian guys.
so you're Canadian. You're a real Canada man's right now.
That I am.
Yeah.
He's part
Yeah.
Canadian.
I'm
Yeah,
the only
so-
American motherfucker left.
I'll be back.
He's only like
Yeah,
he's
I
only
know.
like 12
Did you
hours.
fly
away from
over?
us.
Did you? Well, the borders are closed, so you flew over.
You asking me?
Yeah.
I drove because I'm Canadian, so I was able
Yeah,
to
he
cross.
pulled through Portland and we linked. It was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Got to meet
forgot
this
about
kid.
that. That's so
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
Honest is a short boy. Honest is down here.
No, you're just tall. You're abnormally tall, sir.
Dude, I'm 6
I-
foot. It's not.
You're not.
I am.
I
Dude,
thought
I am.
Aiden was like 6 foot the first time I met him,
Me and Hadi are
I thought he was gonna be 6 feet. The
and
first
then,
time.
and then I
Bro, I'm
saw.
not gonna
Yeah,
travel along.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Bro, I'm
We have
like
more
I'm like
we have
5'5".
more- Yeah, we have more people on the show right now than The View has, and we still don't cross talk. You know,
Hey, yo, it's chill, yo.
Yeah,
that's what happens with when you're a dude. You know what I mean? There's no urgency to rip out each other's eyeballs over a screen. So
yeah. It's mostly just when you have mutual respect, you know.
yeah, do you guys have you noticed like this weird like spot on my hair? I
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, my brother, like, as
Oh,
a joke, thought it would be funny to like a week or two ago to take a little safe snip of my hair off. I have fucking alopecia, but I don't.
Bro, you know,
Say alopecia.
look. I just turned 16. Look how far back my hairline is.
Bro, my hairline is insane.
Howdy, why you
far
look so
back.
old for a 16-year-old?
I know.
I don't know.
Bro, what? Why you look like you're 27?
It's because I
Homie
Bro.
looks like he has a mortgage and like a kid that annoys him.
I've been like growing all this since like grade 7.
How the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
You haven't shaved once?
No. Of course I've shaved.
Most of us
Never
have been
shaved my
growing
whole
since grade
life.
7, sir. Yeah, there you go.
Dude, my mustache is lacking. I literally like don't have a mustache. Like it's there, but it's like so thin that it's like you can't see it, or it's just so the thing, and the rest of my hair is like brown.
When I have facial hair, I kind of look like Khabib Nurmagomedov, the UFC fighter.
Oh yeah.
Look him up.
Yeah,
I honestly thought you were gonna be Arabic.
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought Arabic or like a Middle Eastern.
Oh, I'm ethnic. No, I'm Italian. I like to think I'm ethnically ambiguous. Like, and I get a little bit dark in the summer. You know,
Yeah, you get the red tan.
East,
The standard
somewhere-
way.
I look like it. When I had long hair,
telling
like
me
I
about
buzzed my hair, but when I had long hair, I looked like straight up friggin' fresh off the boat Italian, like straight up chunky Italian. And now it's just kind of like fine. It's just normal. It's just chill.
Yo, let's get Sean on the show as well if you guys are down.
Oh, that would be dope. Yeah. Slide him in.
Calling me right.
Yes.
Holy, if this what it takes to get him on, I've tried to book him like a bunch of times, and then he was like, "Oh man, sorry. There's like some secret society."
Yo,
Jamaican-
hold on.
Dude, he's too busy not recording the songs.
Exactly.
Say what's up to the show. Yo, you should get on, bro.
Oh.
Okay.
The
It's,
podcast
it's
that you
like podcast.
that you canceled on like 4 times.
I know it.
Here,
What a launch that.
hold on. What's up?
How do you like pull this pillow?
Wait, what
behind
happened? Wait, what is it?
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
podcast. We're on a podcast.
But here's the
Bob,
thing.
what's going on?
I gotta end this like.
Nobody told me. Okay, all right.
I was about to get you on it.
Okay, here's the
My
thing.
mouse is fucking.
I like
oh,
I
never
like
mind.
the vibe of this.
How do I get
I
on?
gotta end this in 9
Nelson,
minutes
do
so
you-
I don't get whooped by
Oh, yeah.
but I don't get it. I don't take a verbal smackdown from
Right.
Fact.
people that pay the bills.
When do we
I hear
break
you.
the
I
record?
hear you, Julian.
Yeah, it's done, but we only have like 9 minutes left of the
Like
podcast. so-
like in 8 minutes. Like
and counting.
Yeah.
Oh, so
kinda
Yeah, I don't think you can get
248
on.
248 is the record.
Oh,
pardon?
fuck.
Yeah, it's chill. though.
248 is the
It's-
record.
Wait, the CFY podcast?
Yeah. That's the one. How many podcasts are you on?
Yeah.
Hey, hello, hi.
Oh, shit.
Swap. Yeah. What's up, man? How are you?
I ate it in
What? Bro, you look
That's cool.
Ah, damn. What you up to, Swappa?
This guy's
Hello?
cut.
Oh, what?
Bro, Jamaican Wi-Fi be like,
Yeah, that's the Jamaican one. Yeah.
Who else we got?
Oh,
Hadi, Honest, and Aiden.
Damn, so y'all couldn't fit a little swap in there, man?
We can.
Okay. Here, okay, let's book an episode. I look like a straight up dork with this friggin' shirt on. I was anticipating a guest tonight. It was gonna be a little bit more of like a straightforward interview type thing, and then like it would have been
Oh, I
nicer if we
realized.
started
And then I
half an
show
hour.
up in a sweat. You should have told
Yeah,
me the dress.
and I just
I would have
look
wore
like-
like a proper like dress shirt and like a
Yeah, and I just
little
look like I'm
extra-
driving somebody. You know, I'm about to drive to like a birthday party or something, but that's all. Yeah, what are you gonna do? That's roll with the punches.
no, I think you look like a host. I think
Yeah,
you're
fuck that,
good.
I think I look
for
do I
sure.
got that Jimmy Fallon vibe. I don't want
Yeah.
that vibe. But yeah. Okay, the longest episode is 2 hours 45 minutes. That was with East Valet.
Bro, I have to FaceTime Tim. That was so funny that you guys said
only
it.
break records.
I don't even know him, but his beats are fire.
Yeah.
The shit that I've heard, I need to work with him. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So we're approaching that
On the
shortly.
go.
Yeah. Yona, can you sample Julian in a beat?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I would love to if my computer wouldn't crash the moment I fucking like try to screen record.
Yeah.
I have the
That's rough.
shittest computer.
I'll send you like my fake phone, like the radio voice bit I do.
Oh, word.
Oh, God.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Like,
Can you sample him going like perfect?
dank beats.
Yeah, make a
Yeah.
little vocal.
Okay, wait. Pause.
Yeah.
Everyone. Shh. Dank beats with Yoda.
I need one too. Yo, Yona, guess what?
What?
Straight up fire with
I made a beat today.
Oh, word. Okay,
But
say
it was I made it with a loop though. I made it with a loop.
I
I was sitting there. Look, I was sitting there on this for like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and I couldn't get
Yeah.
anything. So I just
Yeah,
took-
dude, melodies are hard. It takes a while before. Yeah, I've been playing cello for I think like 10 years, almost 10 years.
yeah.
So that's why it's like,
Guys,
Easy
Max
now, bro.
Joy just put on his story. He's watching this and he's like, the mentors all in one room.
yo.
What's up, man?
It's like some members only type shit.
Wait, who's watching? Who else is
I
watching?
don't even know. There's only 2 people on. But here's the
Oh,
like
dang.
That's fine. That's all good.
Yeah,
There
it's
There will
fine.
be more.
Yeah.
will be more. Yeah, the episodes have been doing somewhat well. Somewhat well. Oh,
This guy just
Oh.
just dip.
He's out.
Oh, he's like, 2 views. What the fuck is this?
Not enough for my liking.
It's like, I need big leagues. He's
Just
like, I need
slaps.
big leagues, big views. He's from the U.S. Everything's bigger there. So he's like, 2 views. Let's do 4. What the fuck?
I'll see the back.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay.
Appreciate it. Sorry, man. Dropped out for a sec.
Yeah, you better be sorry. You fucking.
Yeah.
I,
I appreciate you letting me back in, though. You know, I'm mad grateful.
it's not the U.S. You know, we don't.
We don't close our borders.
Well, yeah.
We don't act people out.
You guys are goofing on each other. You're friggin' spitting in your mouth. Like that's your new sport. The basketball
Sport
parks are closed, so you're like,
Spread the
open your mouth, open your mouth.
It really is just people spitting on each other.
Yeah, it's just like
That's pretty much it.
story in the UK about a woman who was on a train. Somebody like this like trashy dude spit on her out of spite, and she died of COVID.
What the
Oh
fuck?
shit!
Yeah,
There
that's
was
just
this dude
Damn.
here that was like at a skate park with like friends and shit, and he just spit on everybody. Turned out he had corona. He got like everybody sick. That's so fucked up. Imagine how many people's parents and like grandparents you're killing.
Spitting on multiple people, like just spewing your bodily fluid.
what's the longest?
Imagine spitting on people.
Make
just
sure
generally
we
speaking.
actually end up breaking it.
We passed it. 2 hours 45 minutes 41 seconds. We just passed it.
We're still racking them in.
Let's go.
We just passed it. Just
Let's
passed it.
go.
Longest
Records
time.
with the boys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Julian Detulo's on. All right, this is kind of dope.
Oh,
Kind of.
you're watching? What's up, Julian?
What's up? What's up? Well, you're. I don't want to spoil what's happening, but that's next week's set. That's the next.
Oh, facts.
That's like.
It's true.
Yeah, that's. The
Oh my god.
Bro, that's all we do in the fucking group chat. dog.
Yo, the thing is, I hate being inactive for like an hour because then I just have to like scroll past scoot go pop and I'm like, bro, it's so fun.
Facts, bro.
I just have to like scroll past the hour
It's such
worth of it.
facts. It's such facts.
Okay, so yo, I was on Instagram Live before this,
Yeah.
and the title of the live was you were mentioned in a live stream, and I have like random girls texting me like, why did you mention me in your live stream? And I'm dying, bro. I saw some like famous person do it, so I'm like, all right, you know what? And there's so many people that are like genuinely pissed off about it.
Bro,
Why are they what?
I don't know.
Imagine.
They don't want that HADI clip.
Yeah,
They don't
for
want
real.
the clout.
They don't want me to shout them out on an IG live. Like, what?
I kind of want to hit. I kind of want to hit 3 hours, but
let's do it. Are your parents gonna like barge in 2 minutes, or is
no,
it
they're not gonna barge in. But I don't want to wake anybody up because I'm downstairs, so I gotta like maneuver my way upstairs, and I still have to take a
Me too.
shower. I
Me
still have
too.
to take a shower, so it's like, and I got school tomorrow, so it's
What?
I
well,
mean,
everyone's
After 10
I
o'clock,
was so shook.
after 10, I cannot take no showers. Like, I will get
Really?
beat if I take showers, yo.
Oh,
No, it's not even that.
why?
I just don't genuinely enjoy waking everybody up.
Cleaning myself.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts.
No, the thing is,
Fuck.
my cousin, like my cousin, we share a room, like upstairs. So like if I
Word.
take a shower, he sleeps right beside the bathroom. Like there's the wall that separates the thing, so he like wakes up no matter what.
okay. 2 more, like let's hit 2 hours 50 minutes, and we'll do this again. We'll do this with everyone.
Sounds good, yeah.
Get everyone.
And then we have to break it again. Then we have to go to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get I don't have that stamina right now. We were talking about God in the universe. That friggin' took me out within like the first hour.
That's so deep, bro. We gotta do
Bro,
that.
we got deep. Instantly,
we
instantly, we got really deep into it. It was actually insane.
Yeah. Well, East Valley's. I don't even know how I did 2 hours 45 minutes with him. Even
With
that-
one person,
I didn't
that's
feel
yeah.
it.
with one person. Not saying that we probably could have managed. I probably could have managed with Hadi
Yeah.
now, but like
I
this is.
saw you guys on the I got a missed FaceTime call, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna call them back. And
Yeah,
then
because we
I
have
was
to
like,
work on that song, man.
yeah.
We get that going.
Yo, Aiden, I mentioned how yesterday we were listening to the Max Joy podcast, and we're like they're on to us.
Yeah.
That was so jokes.
Oh, can we disclose that or like? I don't know.
Keep it a secret. Keep it for the next episode. Keep it for the next record breaking episode.
Next record breaking.
Okay. But when you guys come back on, like you're gonna have to come up with a name because I can't put Hadi, Yona Holy, Honest, Aiden,
Nice.
that would just be like a bit too
And
wild.
when we
Alright,
come
we
on
got
next
you.
time, we'll all start out instead of like just doing one. We'll just all be here.
Yeah. All right. Okay. There's 20 seconds left. I got to do the outro. If you've listened for the longest episode yet, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We ended off with Honest, Hadi, Aiden, Yona Holy.
Or-
You guys are kind of goofing right now, but that's all good. We'll be back maybe late October, early November. I say we, but it's mainly these guys doing the creative shit. I just kind of talk, and that's all good. Aiden's licking his camera. He's friggin' COVID test patient friggin' one over there licking his camera. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Don't lick basketball poles. Wear a mask. Listen to this. Follow science. Okay, Biden 2020. Let's go. Woo! Okay,
Yeah.
Biden 2020. All right. Okay.